Nick, that's the guy they encounter. I can't tell if I'm aiming that right at the camera.
Yeah.
You're it.
Perfect.
And he shifts, and three what look like teenage girls who are unusual looking appear behind him. So this is what they see now. Nick is the dark-skinned character, and there are three girls who are worm-tainted.
Ew, I hate it when my worm gets tainted.
Completely messed up and possessed by the worm.
You just have to pay for it.
He's not that attractive.
So you see Nick, his skin actually becomes like a flat
Head, I think that.
There you go. There.
Okay, hold it.
That looks good.
That's level.
Good.
All right. Yay!
Alright.
Wait from knockout.
Yeah. Yay!
No, then in the live stream.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the stuff is in the live stream.
Yeah, even your
Yeah, even your dude.
What? No!
Right.
I just wanted to have people watch.
Is the Twitch stream done being recorded though, or is it just from the camera feed being recorded?
Both.
Both. Oh, cool.
So Thursday. What?
So I was thinking if we start just shooting the Twitch stream
No,
as
it's
we're on YouTube, we'll have to get the picture. That's cool.
So basically,
That's why I told him to
you guys are
record it.
facing off against a
Thank you.
most evil heinous creatures in all of Gia, a school counselor and three
Teenage girls. Ah!
teenage girls and a school counselor.
Ben says that,
Yeah.
Ben says the mini coffin is nice. Dice box question mark?
Oh, yes. That is my dice box. And it's even got a vampire in it. No, I'm not obsessed with monsters at all.
Sorry, Ben, I didn't hear your message until
Yeah.
One dice.
now if you're tuning in
Sorry,
our,
Judy.
and now if you tune in our Twitch channel, we have the dim cam.
Whoa.
So make them see all the little creepy things.
This is my show too.
Make him know.
Okay, then that'll be.
And as everyone probably knows, you are a werewolf.
Alright, hold on.
Transferred on the show today.
So if you want to be in the picture with DM camera, go to our Twitch feed off our link tree.
Alright. So, yeah, basically, on the other side of the clearing are four worm creatures. Allison is kind of like, what? But we are...
I can stream it to my viewers,
We won't go into rage rolls yet.
but I don't know which one to do.
It's just a worm creature. You guys have faced them before. Now, once something happens, or you get hurt, yo ya.
Hopefully no botches, no botches.
Okay. So, okay. Does anyone want to speak, or are we going right into rounds?
I'm just going to shift to Krynos instantaneously.
Okay,
That's it.
I figured that was the proper answer. Unless
What do you got? Did you want to have a conversation with the creatures?
Not particularly,
Yeah.
no.
So what kind of eyeliner
Claws
is
are
that? I'm
coming
just
out.
curious.
Well,
I was just
half
kind of
of
waiting
them.
for Chicana. You know.
I'm about to, but it's not going to matter.
Okay. So, wits and alertness, target number of 4 for initiative.
which one?
I will tell you that Allison kind of backs up,
So
and
4.
Natalie kind of stays in front of her with her gun drawn. But they're kind of like, let's let these guys handle it.
What's the target number? I'm sorry.
Target number is 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of
3, 4. Well, didn't you say
That's
that counts
2.
as 2?
Yep.
Zero's
That's
kind of
5.
You go, girl.
That's a,
I rolled all 10s, so
yeah, so it's
600.
Yeah.
I might need to check those guys.
No, they're good.
No, they're good.
Yeah.
They'll give them the deal.
That was a good day.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we're going to do like we did last time because we have so many players. Hold up what you got. Show them if you got them. 5, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. Okay. Show them if you got them. You're too excited. Okay, so Jack, who rolled 1 success, is like, he shifts and he's just like, I'm so mad, I don't know what to do. So he's probably going to just charge at one of them.
Right.
So he's just, Allison and Natalie are pretty much staying out of this fight, so they're just kind of staying back. So threes. Somebody had threes, right? You two?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ron Beer and Winnebago. What are you guys doing?
So no, I've never seen
Forgot his name was
stuff like this
Winnebago.
before.
You probably have
I
encountered
probably
it.
have?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
we're
sure
gonna
you've
say we have.
encountered it before.
Okay.
They all look a little different, but it's a worm-tainted being. You know, they've given into
It's
corruption.
just another night at the bar.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
The circus.
Yeah.
This is the sideshow of the circus.
How far away am I? Because I was still kind of for.
Yeah, you're
Further
probably
back.
still quite a ways. I would say, because this clearing is pretty good size. Let's see, you're probably about 100 feet from them.
Okay. Well, I'll start running forward then.
Okay. Are you shifting, or are you staying at home?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah. Von Beer?
Basically the same thing. Do the tumbling run, parkour,
Okay.
into a pounce.
Don't know if
Okay. Are you shifting
Yeah.
to Krynos?
hmm
Okay. And Jack is in Krynos?
Wow,
And
can
it
it be?
actually my target will be probably Nick.
Got it. You're going right for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying
Fours.
to get it
Who
in the
had
middle.
fours?
Was that
Oh.
Okay.
close?
Cam and
Really close.
Kaylee.
Mm-hmm.
What are you, or Kylie? What are you guys doing?
Kylie is going to shift to Krynos and just in a guardian stance, head down low, tail straight up,
All bushy.
and bushy and straight up,
Starts broadcasting rock
and
music.
just the loudest round of challenge that she can. She's staying right in front of Allison and
Natalie.
Natalie,
Okay.
kind of guarding, but she's making no doubts the fact that she is pissed.
Okay. Now you are not Metis, so you're going to have to roll to shift to Krynos. So go ahead and do that.
So that's
And don't forget, the way it works is what are you in Homid right now?
I wasn't homing.
Okay. So you're going to roll your stamina and your primal urge.
Stamina primal. 3.
And to go to Krynos, your difficulty should be 6.
Yep.
Now,
Yeah,
since you're
that's
crossing
what
2
Never.
forms,
Should've
you
known.
have to have at least 2 successes.
And I got an 8, a 7, and a 5, and no, I'm sorry, 8 and 7. So there's 2.
There's 2. So you shift to Krynos and do like you said. Okay.
Attack.
So you're pretty much just kind of
No.
hanging back and protecting them right
Yeah.
now.
Kind of.
Loudly.
Yeah. Cam, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I thought I got
I'm in
ready.
Krynos already.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't included.
Charging.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you
Alright.
already.
So,
you can just charge.
5s. Did somebody have? You had 5s.
Mhm.
What are you gonna do?
Charge.
Are you gonna shift to Krynos?
I was already Krynos.
She was Krynos at the end of the
That's
last one.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna charge. And Chiquana?
I'm going to pull out my bone clay, and then I'm going to. It's obviously there, but just in case, I'm going to sense Wyrm. There's nothing else around here.
They're pretty much overriding all your senses. There is worm here. You can't really pinpoint.
Okay, I didn't have
So
that.
it's like
word.
if you sense
It's like
worm,
you're
like,
like trying to
there they
find a
are.
light. You're looking through a magnifying glass, and there's a spotlight. You're like, oh yeah,
In
there
that
it is.
case, I will go ahead and just shift.
You're gonna shift
Yep.
to Krynos?
Can I still pull out my glaive or not when I'm doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're Krynos. You're Wolfman. Beast boy.
Just a second.
What kind of man beast would do this?
I'm going to get into my man beast first.
You really is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, my beast.
Right.
It's a very hot, jetty man weed.
With so nice.
That's very nice.
It's very pretty.
That's very
But a
pretty.
little moist.
Well, I'm moist.
There's a musk.
makes it very beclimped. Right?
The clam.
That's
Talk amongst yourselves.
it's primal urge and what?
Stamina.
Stamina.
Oh my gosh, stamina. I don't have stamina anymore. Ever since Thursday. It was very bad. You don't want to. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Why do you bring these things up? I had 3 successes. Smell my musk, bitch.
Wow.
Smell it. Oh, I'm taking the glaive and kind of like, ooh.
Jack's going to charge Tijuana because he's obviously succumbed to the worm. Okay. So you're gonna shift to Krynos
The
and
bad
Bobbi and sell
I'm
it?
not going to be able to pull that out for a TikTok video because you're in the way of him
Oh.
and the camera.
Well, your camera or the live camera?
Well,
The main camera?
the actual camera.
Mm-hmm.
That's where if we
That's why I like that little spot over there. I could hide.
Oh.
shift the table to where
Oh.
Mike moves
Oh,
forward a little.
so, okay, what do we roll to shift the table into it's Krynos?
Shift the table to Krynos?
Oh, I
Now
turned
what
into a
do you got me?
TV
I
train.
can't
I
hide.
failed. I go to my Hamid form.
So you go to Krynos
Why?
and you gonna charge then, or what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna
Flying
basically
it that
kind of
way.
No.
be closer to her.
Okay.
Probably we're like the last line of
You're
events.
the
I'm just,
goalies.
we're,
Kick 'em
I'm
back
just gonna be
into play.
watching and.
Okay, so you guys are kind of hanging back with
Yeah.
those two. Okay. And Rob, you
Shift
had the
to
highest,
Krynos
so you're
and
gonna shift to
charge.
Krynos and charge. Okay.
Yeah, I think they got this. Wall of like,
Yeah.
I'm
What am I
fine.
gonna
I'm gonna go get a beer.
Do
you want
Stamina,
something like a
primal
mixed
urge,
drink or
target
something?
number
Nice.
6.
I got 2 successes. So.
Okay, you were in Homid, weren't you? Or
Yeah.
Ursine? Homid. So
Homid.
yeah, you just needed 2 successes
And maybe some
to get to
protein.
Krynos.
I got a 10 on one die. So.
Protein.
Oh yeah, you made it.
Catnip.
All right.
Oh,
So
that's
20 foot
basically,
tall werebear standing in the glen, man.
yeah. So it's like
Oh.
it's kind of like if you guys were
Outlawed in the
Transformers.
16th
Right.
Like
century.
these guys would all be
Holy
like
crap.
By the-
Optimus
by the
Prime
crown.
and Ironhide, and you're like devastated.
Yeah.
You just get
That's
40
like
feet
gasoline.
tall
Man.
and like,
It was actually they made gasoline.
so you guys are gonna charge.
It's the first time
The
you see
girls
the bear
are going
transform to Krynos.
to
He's 20 feet tall.
No,
kind
you
of
did it
wait
with the
till you
humans.
get closer,
Remember you filmed the
and
one
Nick
guy?
is going to
That
kind of
wasn't
step
Krynos.
back.
Oh, that wasn't Krynos.
That wasn't Krynos.
So
Holy crap! There's like a little poop.
And he goes,
oh, when you turn to actual Krynos.
yeah.
No, I can't see what's going on. I'm like, I don't know what happened.
I'm gonna keep. Where the fuck? did
There's
they
always
go?
that guy in the
There's
theater.
fur in the way.
This giant wall of flirt. Oh, I'm gonna watch it in the front row.
Somebody get this walking carpet out of my way. Okay. So, you guys charge up. You can start to engage. But before they
Will
do,
you marry me?
I love you.
elope.
The
Okay.
Was that with the ant?
aunt. Yeah, no.
Antelope?
No.
Oh.
Because it was
I
her,
got
her
it.
aunt.
Dennis.
Yeah.
She had her aunt that left.
Again, Amazon wish list off the link chain.
Things to
Fall,
grow.
fruit, and vegetables. We need them.
And we could use a Void card at this point.
I've got one.
Oh, gosh!
I don't think they have
got
those on
one.
Amazon.
Hi, nice to hear you. Here's some Irish
Can you
whiskey.
get Void cards on
whatever you
Amazon
want.
again? I don't know. If it's...
I don't know
And
about it.
Mike.
Okay.
I have one.
Oh,
Here we go.
that's great. That's great. I'll
First
I
roll
won't
of the
pull a
evening.
veto.
Your
What?
license.
First roll of the evening. Ben,
I don't know.
are
Oh!
you ready?
Ben.
He's got
He's rolling.
13 of them, guys.
Roll 2. No, I'm kidding.
200 times.
Okay.
You can look at this camera if you're talking to Ben, 'cause I think he's on Twitch now. So
Oh, okay. Hi, Ben.
Yeah.
All right. So
He said
Ben,
go.
he says, Gary, you ready to
Okay. All right. So I need you to roll. Let's see. 6 d10s, and your target number is 6. So let me know how many successes you get.
Need the drummers to
Dun,
do
dun, 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 dun,
Alright, you two, where's your drums?
go? Hey, there's home.
dun.
Now we gotta start bringing music instruments. God damn it, this is getting too much.
No, I just play my arrow.
We'll have a band in the corner.
Yeah.
I gotta dig out my tambourine.
There'll just be one guy with the band.
It's hanging on the wall.
Keyboard.
Oh, we need your little
Or I'll just bring my
piano.
arrow.
The
on
piano
there.
I got one of those cheap plastic ones.
It's the interactive stream.
Yeah, we're giving it a shot.
The zero, yes.
Zeros count as double, Ben.
0 counts as 10.
Double your
And-
pleasure,
and one
double your
subtracts.
roll.
Yeah.
And
One
one
subtract.
subtract. Yes.
I used to explain that to my 7-year-old, and she's like, "What?" The teacher will give you an A. She's like, 10 to count as double, teacher. I gotta minus these ones off. No.
4 successes is what he says.
4 successes. Thank you, Ben. Might have you make another roll.
Good
later.
job.
Good job, Ben.
Yay.
Didn't kill us yet.
Yeah.
Ben's roll is the one that kills the entire party.
Yeah, well, thanks for playing.
Thank you, Ben.
Okay, so I should probably get 1, 2.
I'm sure that picked up
Wow.
extremely well.
Yeah.
Five,
What
six.
is a
What?
boom
Actually,
light?
these are big
Boom!
ones anyway.
Boom!
I just like the box.
Mead.
Rom,
I just
Yeah.
like the can.
you are going to take.
You're the biggest target.
Exactly.
So you're going to take 3 wounds.
Holy crap.
I
you
want to
can-
spin some bennies.
You can soak these. All you got to do is roll your stamina. Don't forget to add your modifiers for your form. Your target number is 6. If you get 3 or more successes, you soaked all the damage. If you get fewer, then whatever the difference is, that's how much damage you're going to take.
It's 5 with stamina. Or is it plus 5? Not
Plus
just-
5.
So it's not 5 dice.
You get for that plus these.
Whatever your stamina is, plus whatever your form
Why
gives
did we
you.
have this one?
Stamina.
So each plus is another die.
Yeah.
So what, you should have how many?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you need 5 more
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah, what's your stamina?
Plus 0.
My stamina is 3, so
And then you have
You have
5
8.
for your
You
beer
have 8
form,
dice.
so that's 8.
I'll do a mic.
The action makes it quicker and easier.
Oh.
Understand that then.
So difficulty was what? There was a 1. So it
6.
takes away,
Difficulty is
Then
6.
this way.
take away the lowest one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
All right.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you.
So,
The bear shrugs it off.
as you run
Thanks,
up,
Ben.
yeah. As you run up, Ben's character, momentarily, the girl that had the lumps on her face,
Yeah.
just waits until you're right up on them, and she pukes. Like, opens her mouth, projectile vomits, and it's like
Oh, she's the bulimic.
all of the food that she has eaten
Yeah.
covered in like that stomach acid, and
Uh-huh.
it slides into your like abdomen here,
Hip.
your lower ribs. Yeah, probably.
Burns the hair off.
It starts to,
like
but
Uncle Ben
you
the
kind of
movie.
managed to move just in time. It probably singed the fur,
Gotcha.
but it kind of splatters on the ground behind you into the dirt, and it's got that clumpy like
Oh.
grease in the
It
dirt.
smells
kinda
like
look.
regret and teen angst.
Smells like fried bologna and regrets.
Anybody bring antacids?
Yeah.
But I pick it.
So,
Okay.
and when she does that, it's just that, and it's,
Very disturbing, yeah.
yeah, it's pretty gross. So that
So
is the
hot.
first thing that
I am not looking that up.
Fast that are like,
Kylie's
Nope.
like, not me.
All the dogs are
Not me.
I'm out.
I'm out. Okay, let's see.
Ben says you're welcome.
Thank you, Ben. I might have
Keep
to
the
do another
roll
one
low.
Thanks for puking on Rob.
soon. Yeah. try harder to kill these guys. Come on. Okay, let's see. Okay. So basically, she pukes at you, which kind of horrifies everybody else. Like, what? But as you kind of run up, you can start to engage. So, Rob, you were going to get there first.
right.
What are you going to do?
The slash of the death bear, that was is it still active from me killing the other guy?
I doubt it, because this is a different scene. So that's probably gone. Yeah. You'd have to activate it again.
Nah, I'll just hit them.
That was weird.
Are you going to claw at him, or punch him, or...
I'm looking to see what I can do. Hang on.
Because you can always claw.
Oh, I'm gonna claw, yeah.
Claw?
Yeah.
Which one are you going for?
How are they lined up? Or should say which one am I closest to? But 20 feet tall, all of them. But let's find out.
Death from above.
I'm just gonna start dancing a jig and just squish the fuck out of all of
Yes.
them.
They're gonna hang across here.
They are pretty much in this order. So,
And
Okay,
are they
well.
guarding the counselor? Is what it seems
well,
like.
they're
Like
out in
he's
front of
behind
him, yeah.
Yeah.
They are out in front of him.
Do I have enough?
The one in the middle with that swollen face is the one that just puked on
Do
you.
I have enough reach to hit him in some part?
In the some part?
Whatever, head,
That's a
chest.
cold shot.
Well, not necessarily. Can't reach him. That's what I'm saying. Over the top of him,
You can try.
leaves me open. But
Yeah. it'll leave you open for an attack, but you
Yeah.
can try it.
Well,
And
let
you're
me
some
see.
parts.
Yeah.
Which three
Not
do I
very
not?
smart. Not
So
with
this
the
is-
two and
this
the
is-
four around. Not
Yeah.
very smart.
That's the
Look
pukey.
at it, she's going.
Right.
She got the tongue.
I'll take the pukey one.
Yeah, the pukey one?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
It's like, oh, you want to play? Let's dance.
What do I need to roll on that?
It's going to be Dex and Brawl.
Drink and brawl.
Target number is probably
kind of
6 to hit. Yeah, don't forget to add your modifier
No,
to
he's not.
Rhinos.
He keeps using music that's like something.
Oh, that's right.
What was the difficulty again? I'm sorry.
I'll bring my earphone next week.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
Okay. You kind of come down and just rake across her with those giant, like, 17-inch claws that you have on her. You rake across her, spilling her intestines. Soak 3 levels of aggravated damage.
Fuck.
And this is aggravated damage.
Right, because she's toxic.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
actually-
Stamina.
Stamina, right. And
+5. So how is that one? Is it pretty clear?
Okay.
Is it one of the, is it
For everybody else who charged up in Krynos form, because you'll get there before Winnebago does.
The web one.
On him? Yeah. It's fairly clear, yeah.
That was
This one I
you,
just bought.
Jack,
I just-
Ron Beard, you're
Plugged it in
headed
and
up there in Krynos form. Bupu, you were charging in Krynos form.
Mm-hmm.
All of us make a dexterity, and if you have athletics or dodge, you can use either one of those. Your target number is 8.
Ooh,
what's my target number?
toughy.
To soak the damage?
Yeah.
6.
6.
Okay,
You said what?
Okay,
Only if you're charging up.
so
Oh, only if you're
dexterity,
charging.
but that'll be
yeah.
On my
Six.
soak roll,
6.
I
Okay.
got
and then
8 successes.
you have
Okay,
one
so
and
you're
one
fine.
for either dodge and athletics, so 7 dice total, and it's 8.
7.
Target number is
Wait
8.
a minute. What did you say?
You have 6 for that,
Yeah.
Right.
and then you add 1 for using either athletics or dodge, because you have 1 dot in both of
Dexterity and
those.
athletics or
'Cause
dodge
it's using-
if you have.
The combination.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright.
So dexterity and athletics or dodge, whichever you want to use.
Oh, cancel. No cancel. Okay.
How many do you have? Actually,
what was
Winnebago,
target
why don't you
number?
go ahead and roll the
8.
same, but your target number is only going to be 5 because you're probably farther
Nope.
back.
Okay, now just
4. Nope.
because she's spitting stuff out. or-
As she basically explodes.
Now
You
I've got
said 8?
the perk right coming,
Then
so
no.
when you
I
can
busted.
You're welcome. I set the bomb off.
Well, you didn't botch though.
Which is the bear.
No, I didn't do
That's
that.
probably your cover.
So that works.
He just stands behind me. It's just.
I had 6.
You said
Nope.
6?
She had 0, but not a botch.
Okay.
5.
Go ahead and roll to soak 3 levels of aggravated damage.
Okay.
So that's your stamina
that-
only.
Hey, Anastasia.
Stamina, 4 dice.
Hello!
Anastasia! Howdy.
Alright,
Well,
well,
And
you
would you
too
say
much?
the target was?
For 6
Yeah.
to soak
6
damage.
to soak the damage. Okay, so 6s.
alright, you said 4.
4 dice. 7,
2.
6, 6.
Don't forget, we're live on
3.
Twitch also, guys.
Okay, alright.
So, you soaked it.
So basically, as River comes up in full-on Krynos form, this worm-tainted woman, or child, or girl, whatever,
Teenager.
pukes
Yeah.
at him, teenager, pukes at him.
He says, "Oh, really?"
He's like, "Ah!" Slash, and basically she kind of explodes in blood and pus.
So hot!
Ew! Everybody who's charging up next to River is like splattered. You rolled 5 successes. You're kind of doing the twirling, dancing
Actually, I had 6 successes.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
doing the parkour between the
I was
guys
already
plus.
doing that anyway,
Yeah.
so I,
So you're doing like the Matrix Neo,
yeah.
except instead of bullets, it's like gobs of pus and puke.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that
There's a reason
her
why that
cohort's
we
got
are an
something too.
18 plus.
yeah, this is pretty gross.
Yeah.
Jack barely gets out of the way. He kind of ducks down on all fours to attack one of the girls as he flies overhead. You manage to kind of skirt out of the way to attack.
Squirt out of the way.
Squirt out. She already did squirt out of the way. So.
I'm bringing the chips.
And
Not for that, but for that.
chips.
Chips and dip.
Oh.
The girl explodes. There's gobbets of goo everywhere, and Chiquana reaches into that cooler. We got chips.
Except they keep melting every time.
It
But
looks
it's just,
like-
oh, this is, oh.
It looks like guacamole, though.
Oh,
Nice.
that's what she had for lunch.
That's just
Well,
disgusting.
at least it didn't look like mole.
Oh.
Mole, mole.
Right.
Oh.
Boo-boo,
You're not
you
right.
actually get hit with some of the.
You're not right.
You get hit with some of the
Fresh sauce is
nastiness,
more like it.
but you manage to kind of soak it up.
No bueno.
Yeah.
Okay. So you manage to soak it up.
No,
Some of your
I
fur is a
don't
little
want I don't want to
slimy
I don't
and
even
burning.
here. That's
All right.
like a commercial
So,
for
you
different
guys
like
were staying
you have a
back.
burning sensation.
You
Did your teenager
had
just
3.
explode all over you?
All over a
and
bear.
Poo-poo and you had.
That would be the weirdest commercial ever.
So
Sounds like a Old Spice commercial.
yeah. So Cam and Boo-poo, what are you guys gonna do?
No, me and Kiwi had.
Oh, 4s. What'd you have? Did you have? You had 5. didn't
Yeah,
you,
she
for
had
your-
5.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're fine.
earlier, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go first. So she kind of splatters onto you. What are you gonna do? There's probably the girl with the wide open mouth,
The dragon
and as you
tattoo.
get close up to her,
Ugly Lily Monster.
you notice she has like 2 rows of real needle sharp, like
Needle tart teeth.
yeah, needle sharp teeth, kind
Oh.
of like a shark.
Well, I'm already in
Shark
China's
time.
form. Is it
Yeah.
possible to just take a
Just slash at her with their
take
claws.
a nice swing at her?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is her head like coned? I just.
So that'll be a dexterity
I watched that the other night.
and
Yeah, it was on, can't remember what streaming service.
brawl.
Tori owns this for the dentist.
So 1.
Yeah.
So
Cancel
6
the
and 1, 7 dice again.
Oh, 7, 9.
And it's on a target 6, right? For
For an attack, yeah, for a claw attack. Yeah.
7, 10, a 1.
6.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay.
Not too bad.
Okay, she is going to try and duck out of the way. Nope. So she kind of moves, but freezes a little bit. You can go ahead and roll your damage, which is your strength +2 for claws.
Plus 1 is what it's showing.
Oh, probably for cats it's different. You get the little needle claws.
Yeah. So 3
Which
plus
I
1,
think
so
should
4
be
dice.
+7. If you've ever had a kitten, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're
And when
tasty.
she gets on there, she's like this on it.
3,
Ooh.
5.
Needs 6, right?
Target number
She
6.
just does the whole.
So 2.
2 successes.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a 7.
Yeah.
Oh, you said 6. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
9 and 7.
My mistake.
Okay, she actually soaks that damage. So as you claw, she kind of like braces herself, and it kind of glances her arm. Doesn't really do much.
Mm.
So,
Combs her fur.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, at least I didn't botch.
4s. So that's
Oh, what are you saying?
that's
Well, did
I'm wounded, okay?
actually who was on? Oh, she was. 4s was.
Fours was me.
Yeah, I had 3. That's right.
so. What are you doing? Because those 2 are still at the back.
Who's right in front of me? Because I.
You are
Why?
probably in front of the girl with the tongue.
I'll show
La, la,
her.
la.
I'll show her. Okay.
Oh,
I am.
yeah.
Off.
Claw. Okay.
I'm just back here.
So it's Dex and Ball.
Like sitting there with the popcorn.
Yeah.
Chihuahuas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, she exploded. Oh yeah. And one's got so many teeth. Oh.
This is why we can never animate our adventures.
That's right.
It would be hentai instantaneously.
Yeah, it would be. Just not now.
Well, you know.
Natalie pulls out her phone. Allison's like, snatch it.
Yeah.
Crush it. That's what they told me to do. I'm sorry.
So Winnebago
That one
taught
guy
me.
was very adamant about that.
Where am I gonna put it on my site?
That's why I
Woof
thought
up,
my own
woof
stuff.
up.
Well, it's not mine. I stole it.
New
Stolen.
Twitch stream is
What'd you get? 5 successes.
That is.
fighting the worm.
You like worm
That's not what you
taint? We'll taint your worm. Just log in.
Oh.
18 plus. We have our OnlyFans now on our own stream.
Plus 2. And don't forget to add your...
Are you just a normal homemade? Would you like to transform into a bee?
So just strength?
Let me see your crime.
strength and then 2 extra
Let me
dice.
see your crime.
And like
Oh,
I
we
said-
got him fine.
Yeah, and don't forget to add your +4 for Krynos.
Yeah.
Target number of 6.
Dale's head is in the text feed, so you'll see movement every once in a while. It'll be him bopping back and forth.
Mm.
Yes.
Just have 6 then.
There's some setting what the has done. Ben, while they're figuring this out, how do we turn the camera sideways on the phones again and make it landscape so you guys can see it? Because we know last week we screwed it up.
I think he said you had to shut the phone off and then, shut off the streaming.
He's right there.
Ben's right there.
Wow! He's in his head. Wade is our channel tonight for the psychic ability situation.
Kill Ben. He's not here.
Does anybody have a pencil I can use?
Oh,
for-
goodbye.
And all of a sudden Dale has a third eye with a pencil coming out of it.
It's a unicorn!
And we'll call that a game tonight.
I'm tasting sound. I forgot my piano lesson.
Hey, I never had piano.
You guys eating vanilla? I don't know.
Everything tastes like vanilla.
I'm feeling salty sweet.
I'm feeling salty. I'm pretty sure I can sing.
I need my eyeball.
Yes, one of them goes sideways, the other one's still straight. Like, I think something's wrong.
Spin the little thing with the ball.
So you slash into her, and she takes 3 points of damage. So she is down to injured right now, but she kind of recoils from you. That is 4s, 3s, so that's
Oh, you got a
you
4.
2.
Well, I'm just in front of the door.
What were you planning on doing?
That's right. You already transformed it.
Yeah,
You said
I'm transformed, and
Running,
I'm
so it's about 100
Yeah.
feet. Question is,
goalie for the girl.
Goal!
the range on what,
That's him.
what are they listed at? Like
I got it.
35.
I gotta go that way.
Feet?
I gotta pee.
35
I
yards?
think it's
Body break.
35 yards.
It's yards.
Pretty
Okay.
sure.
So I should be within range now.
But I would say you're within range because it's 100 feet.
Okay.
So,
One of those
yeah,
big
I'd say you're
bags.
within range.
Three
So,
bags.
do I have a clear shot at any
Lamps and a couple of things.
Yeah, you do. You
a
probably
base light.
have a pretty good
Yeah,
shot
with a
at the
Hookup lamp.
girl with the
Okay.
teeth
Oh, and
that
there's
just backed away from Poo-Poo.
Okay.
You probably have a pretty good shot at... Well, you probably don't, that's probably the only one you have a good shot at.
Now here's the question, not being familiar.
Oh my.
These worm creature
Yeah,
things. I know Nick. I'm
Apparently
assuming Nick is the main one.
they didn't.
Right.
Do these other ones, can they ever be
What's that?
returned, or once they're corrupted, they're corrupted?
Once they return to the worm, they are...
Well, I heard it when we first came
Wanna
in.
kill
He's like, "Oh,
somebody?"
I've got something for you."
You know?
What?
There's no silver.
Okay with the
Girl. And then this too.
Oh, okay.
Flyer
That
on
looks
there.
like a
Yes.
stronger one than the one we have.
Well, then the one I broke.
Looks like this one.
Oh, that's right. You
probably-
did break.
probably-
Thank
I-
you.
I had actually unhooked it and like flipped it to,
7.
and the last end just went.
perfect.
Yeah.
But all they're concerned, we'd had it for a number of years.
Yeah,
so-
and it was a little bit
Yeah.
cheaper than this one.
The other one I have, but there's no cap. 4 of
Oh,
those.
no, this one's a lot smaller.
Okay. So that will...
Cool. Nice.
Well, she doesn't even know it's
4
coming.
lamps.
She's
Stand up
focused
4
on
box.
Bobbi. So go ahead and do
Camera's
your damage.
Wow.
Only thing is it's missing. hold the cameras on them.
And just hoping.
The camera stand, and then I had another camera like that. But there's like the release cap.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Those were missing, so you can't really do anything. So I had jury rigs on that.
Ooh.
So, but that one at least has the pin, so you can move it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's
I was
good.
thinking that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can always smell.
Kind of
So
interesting.
Boo Boo, you swing at the girl with the teeth, and then all of a sudden her head explodes.
Yeah, you.
Well,
Melon head.
She kind of moves back, and you see a chunk of her collarbone, like right up here, the clavicle, just kind of and blow off. There's blood and a little bit of that blackish ooze that comes out, but it's not like the other girl.
And you can probably hear the report.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
I mean, there was a pistol
huge fire.
oh, so she got her head blown off. I see.
Nope, she
Oh,
just got
she
shot
got
here. It took her down.
Shaquan is just going to sit here and kill it.
It took her down to wounded, but she's still up.
Ooh.
Werewolves and guns.
Yeah.
Damn.
Finish her
Guns
off.
and werewolves.
Well, that was
together,
the return.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
that makes
So-
us and you, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I was doing the pounce onto Nick.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Yes, he called that.
Yes.
You need top hats and canes. I'll add it to the wish list.
so Dex and Brawl, right?
Yes. And Ben, if you're ready with your dice,
Uh-oh, another round for Ben.
Oh no.
I need you to roll 6 more dice. Your target number is going to be 6.
Let's see. 8, 9, 9, 7, 7.
For those of you on Facebook Live, if you're on Twitch, we have the DM cam going, and Ben was paying attention to our TikTok. And let
3
us know
successes.
that he would be ready with his dice tonight, so we're helping him help roll our game.
So you said he needed 6.
Roll 6, target number of 6. Tell me how many successes. And I suppose if anybody else watching wants to try and roll dice, I'll call upon you like we're in class. So no passing notes.
So raise your hands.
Yeah, it's emails because note would take too long. By the time you mail it with a stamp, with 2-3 days.
Yeah. Do you like me? Check this box. You won't know the answer for a week.
It's a long game session.
It was called
This one
It was
combat.
called
Play by mail.
Play by mail.
Back in the day.
That
Or
was
dial-up.
like
No,
days ago.
actually
I remember seeing
the old. I don't know how many ads I saw, in the back of Dragon magazine. It's like, yeah, play by mail with this group. And
10 and
Oh my
6.
That should be your next game.
He got a 10 and a 6?
Yes.
So that's 3 successes. So you had 3 successes?
Mhm.
Okay. You go to pounce on him, and he kind of doesn't expect you there that quick, and he sidesteps, and you pretty much land next to him. You don't tackle him. He managed to dodge right out of the way, but
Lick your finger and
Okay.
shove his ear.
yeah. and he immediately grabs your underwear and yanks it
Oh,
out.
God!
well, good thing I'm not wearing any.
Massive wedgie.
I'm up next.
Chiquana hikes up his shorts,
It's always on. It just
and
expands.
it's got his name sewn in the back.
It's whitey shiny.
Okay.
Wrong game.
Not white
Right,
anymore.
so-
No.
All right, so Cam, let's see.
Cam calls DoorDash in the movie.
I'm out in the middle of the woods. There's a fight going on. Can you go get some tacos?
This is the closest address I know of.
Sounds pretty good.
Walk it 2 miles.
Look for the pus, and you'll find it.
I know.
Stinky
Gun
pus
fire.
girl's body laying there.
It smells
Go,
like
go towards the sound of gunfire.
it smells like cordite and puke.
Just
Oh,
asking.
or Bourbon Street.
You my uncle does?
My question is, what's the
During Mardi
left
Gras.
on the-
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was gonna say it was
I
very
mean,
nice when
tacos with tacos, aren't they?
Roll your dex and dodge.
And
if
there's
you
one
wish.
right up the street.
Target number of 6.
I
The girl with the tongue kind of looks at you, and that tongue does that, like whips out at you.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, target number 6.
Hopefully.
No,
5.
5 successes?
Yeah.
Okay, you move out of the way, and you see her tongue shoot out about 5 feet.
6,000 feet.
5 feet, and like almost like it tried to wrap around your wrist.
Okay,
So-
again.
I just see Shaquana back there getting all excited with like tidy whities, a jar of mayonnaise, and
And a rape.
Like, let's do this.
Let's do this.
This is how you fight the world.
We don't talk about what happens. in-
What you see here does not get discussed any other time.
Jack, remember all those times I covered for you?
Mhm.
Don't say nothing.
We're gonna clean up the yard.
So
Mayonnaise everywhere.
Boo boo. Let's see here. Okay. You may roll your dex and dodge.
Again,
If you
that'll
have
be
dodge.
6.
Oh,
And
wait a minute. No, why do you have it here and here?
because these are the different films,
Oh, okay.
they
never mind.
change.
Okay.
And then dodge, you have 1 dodge. So you have 7 total again. Dice.
Target number 6. Basically, you need 2 successes at least.
Minimum.
Yeah.
That don't count.
You said 6, right?
Yeah.
You had 2.
Okay.
9, 8, and 9.
So that girl that you're
Okay.
facing, part of her collarbone like shatters, and you see the skin tear and that blood and that black ichor kind of just slowly ooze out. Doesn't even flow out. And as you're kind of like, oh, looking at that, she tries to snap at you, and it comes right almost on your face, but you manage to duck back.
Uh-huh.
And it's
Like
like,
an alien?
no, like just, but you notice her jaw, like in that picture, her jaw actually like dislocates like a snake,
Kind of like she's gonna, like in a flower.
like a Venus flytrap
Yes.
kind of thing. Yeah, it looks like her jaw actually extends and she snaps, and you actually hear that snap of her jaw.
Leviathan.
Yeah. So, and it was like, if you hadn't moved, she could have bit your face literally off your head.
And given you gingivitis.
Gingivitis!
Commander halitosis.
Was she a redhead?
Yes, and today
you
you're
managed
safe.
to move back just
Partial
in time as she
diabetes.
snapped.
Just quick
Ordered
enough.
the
All
last
right,
day.
then I'm
Yeah.
gonna swing at her.
Okay.
Next
wait till
round.
your
Well, next round.
Yeah, when you're ready, yeah, you can attack back. Okay.
But see, I don't have
Wonder.
nothing other than my claws, so
No.
really.
You can bite, attack with claws, grapple, kick, punch. That's
Tickle,
basically
wheel,
all the basic
swerve.
moves that everybody can
Yeah,
do.
but the only problem
Backflip.
is you can see that. I think.
Twerk.
Yeah.
Floss.
That fights gingivitis as well. Together we'll be able to have clean teeth.
And white underwear.
That's right. White,
White underwear?
white underwear. As white as the snow of a mountain.
Gleaming brighter than the dungeon
wait,
master's
if
dome.
you land next to Nick, and you kind of get your footing and turn to face him, he's not there. You won't see him.
Did you really do that again?
No,
Or-
I didn't do
oh,
it. He did it.
But you can. I'll let you roll your perception and primal urge. Target number of 9.
How many dice?
However many is perception and primal urge is.
2 successes.
He's still around because you can smell him, but he's not there that you can see. Who is this? Nick.
Pulling your shit.
Or he, like, jumped sideways or,
Maybe he just exploded.
no, we would have
Imploded.
seen that.
Imploded.
Imploded.
Just into a little nut on the ground.
It's Rip Taylor.
He's got a magic outfit. For my next trick, I'm
Alright, so that's that.
going to pull a wombat out of his case.
Okay.
Me.
Back at the back, Allison and Natalie are just kind of staying there. Are you guys going to stay where you are then for most of this?
Right
evening?
now, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just flipping around, checking
Okay.
things out.
Yeah. Yeah, you can kind of keep an eye out, but you don't. You're not sensing anything or seeing anything. Way to keep the back door.
I got the tidies, and the whiteys, and the mayonnaise ready.
Okay.
You just
All
didn't
right.
bring the easy cheese this time.
Yeah. Spray cheese.
Wow.
That's later.
Ah!
That's back up.
He just
It's in the
taps you on the hip.
Oh, no,
I just
They're individually wrapped. It's fine.
yeah, it's okay.
Oh,
All
Lord.
right, next round.
What prophylactics for the Twinkies?
Wits and alertness.
Strength, or what's an alertness?
Twinkies, ribbed for her pleasure.
Dale.
I'm winking at you. You like that idea,
didn't you?
Target 6.
What am I doing here?
4 for initial.
We all asked that, right? We all asked that. What am I doing here?
So
What was it? What'd you
your
say?
wits
Four.
is
Four?
3, and
What do you say?
alertness
Oh, okay.
is 1. So wits and alertness, 4 dice. Target is 4.
Sorry, I did it wrong.
Yes!
Damn it, spray cheese.
10,
Yeah, 2.
Wait.
2,
Oh.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, I wish I had a Twinkie. I'd go.
So tell her it was 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a 4. Oh, yes, that's a 4.
Yeah.
The boys are getting wild.
Okay.
Woo!
So I had
Weirdo's gone wild.
2, you had 6.
Okay, everybody, what'd you get?
I don't want to talk about
Please.
it.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I got an STD from a Twinkie. What do you say?
An ST Twinkie?
Obviously, you're using it wrong.
A sexually Twinkie-nated.
Well, they're not hoses anymore. You know, so they're not
No
spraying.
hose either. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 5.
This entire side of this is 3. That's funny.
All right. Well, Lois goes first. Jack just kind of goes up there. I don't know what to do.
There's so many.
He went bust, so he's like,
When he disappeared, he's like, oh.
yeah, I'm probably like, oh, it smells like puke. Puke that goes tongue. Oh, that's weird. I wonder if they go to like an eyes, nose, and throat specialist here. Yeah. So he's lost. He doesn't know. Okay.
Sounds that way.
Let's see. Ones. What?
I just realized I turned
One.
You're in.
No, I
Not one, but just one.
One.
I'm looking at that girl. Look, that's what she did.
Same
Look.
target.
Same target.
All right.
I made this.
I probably won't be moving up. I'll try to slow down. I'll just be kind
This
of
is
Take
her.
your sugar scales.
Yeah.
Okay. One beer.
Well,
Turn this way and go.
since he vanished,
Sorry.
I'm trying to look for him, I guess.
Okay.
See if I can,
Thank God you have a coat
because
on.
the other
I don't.
2 girls that are still up both have somebody on them.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna look for him
Okay.
specifically.
First of all, I'm gonna make you make a rage
wear
check.
rubber suits.
It's a full moon, and you
Mhm.
just lost this guy.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like
Not for
son
the
of a bitch.
coronavirus, but just because of the goose.
Yeah, we're definitely.
And do I have extra dice because
I'll
it's
find
full
protective suits and
moon?
put in the wish
No.
list.
Just regular. It's just your target number is way lower. So your target number is 4.
Okay.
And if your willpower is more than your rage, don't even roll because you can't break.
They're equal.
Okay, then you've got a chance of flipping out.
Oh, yeah.
What did you say it was?
4.
4?
He's only got 2 D10s in his set, so.
1 success.
Okay,
I was just-
you're like
Had 3 successes and 2 ones.
all right. So you're calm. You're calm. I got this. I got this. He's around somewhere. So you're just gonna take a look for him physically,
Well, and also,
smelling.
yeah.
Got it. Okay. 3s. That was you.
This
you,
entire
and
side
you.
of the table.
Okay. All right.
3s to my right.
Well, I can tell you that the Fomori are going to attack again. Boo Boo, she's going to try and bite you, and she's going to try and lasso you with her tongue again.
But who's going to do what?
Second
No, the
can
one
of
you're
mayonnaise.
facing
That's
is
all.
gonna try and bite you again.
It also looks like she's, as she like moves her tongue, you hear her kind of like making noise. You don't know what she's going to do, but she's going to do something
Absolutely.
throat related.
Just bite her
Yes,
back.
expectorant related.
Okay.
She's kind of
All right.
Or you can claw it again.
So, are you gonna just attack back, or are you gonna preemptively dodge and do something, or what are you gonna do?
Because clawing twice ain't gonna mean you
You're
good.
gonna grab her tongue and just yank it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean,
I worked in those Wile E. Coyote
that's,
cards.
that's why I'm asking you.
All right.
Okay.
You guys with threes.
She's like, oh, you want to bite?
What are you
You
gonna
can bite.
I'm
I'll
going
bite back.
to attempt to hit the other one that's still standing.
The one in front of Boo Boo, or the one in front of
Boo Boo.
Cam?
Yeah.
Okay. So the one that's been shot with
Right.
the teeth.
Yeah.
You're gonna try and hit her.
Yeah.
Okay. Chiquana. Okay. Into the Umbra you go.
And now I'm sticky on the backside. Great.
Hey, what happens in the Umbra stays in the Umbra.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
All right. So you're gonna go into the
It seems
Umbra.
like it escaped a little.
Yeah. Kylie, what'd you have?
Luckily, mayonnaise
You had
goes in
5.
both
So yeah.
realms.
You next. What do you do?
I'm holding, but since I saw him disappear, I'm watching.
Actually,
No?
roll your perception and alertness, because you may not have seen that with River in
Um,
wall.
Rip the wall of
Down
hair
in
in front of
front!
her.
Perception and
What's your
what?
shift in?
Alertness.
Alertness.
Because you may not have even seen it.
Yeah.
By him being back there. Target number is going to be 7. Because there is a giant thing.
I got 3 successes and a botch, so 2.
So since you were down on all fours at one point,
Yeah.
you're like, you see right
Yeah.
between River's legs, and it's like, "Boing, hey, where'd that guy go? So yeah, you
Don't
can.
pay attention
you
to what
can
else is
kind of-
happening.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You see something else.
Yeah. Is that him? No, that's not him. That's not that guy.
I'm not Jack by any stretch.
Okay, so Boo Boo, what are you gonna do?
You said she's gonna try and
Looks
bite
like she's
me?
gonna bite you again.
I'm gonna bite her back.
Okay, all right. Well, you have highest niche, so let's resolve that first. So you're gonna try and bite her.
So,
Okay.
7 dice. We did dexterity and brawl. Yeah, but that one cancels that. So 9, 10, and 10. So 5.
5 successes. All right.
Yep.
She can.
Good old tens, man. I love them.
At least I got something. Okay.
Yeah,
I must have.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your strength +2, or +1 for bite.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So let's see.
Should we have Ben
Here,
roll the
be
defense?
Oh, I'm getting to
So
it.
4
Okay.
dice.
Don't worry, Ben. Get those dice warmed up, because
They always work in a
Eight.
big jar of mayonnaise. I put them in there.
10,
And,
9,
especially when
6.
it's not empty.
Oh, 6, 8, 9, 10. So 5 successes.
Okay. All right.
Get
Hey,
that
5
mayonnaise
must be my
ready.
number tonight.
Well, I think, Rob, I think she did a classic attack there, didn't you?
Well, yeah, it seemed like it came along just fine, but I don't know what happened to the hair on her head.
I don't know either. It probably got left off like we did in that game back in 34.
Right. According to the can of mayonnaise on the back
All
of her
right.
head, sure did help.
Yes, it did.
Boo Boo
Always
also
care when the
rolls
lives have on
stamina,
again.
difficulty of 7.
Okay, so stamina 4.
We can't host this stuff. It's impossible.
Well, 9.
Is that a 9?
Yes. So 2 successes.
Okay. You are going to take 2 aggravated wounds.
Ouch.
So the way this
Okay.
works is, in your health checkboxes, instead of putting a slash, put an X. Aggravated wounds are wounds from silver, supernatural creatures, that kind of thing,
And
and
pudding.
they take a lot longer to heal.
So does it start at hurt or start at bruised?
Starts at bruised.
Bruised.
So
So 1
mark down.
bruised.
And
then
negates
one
dice
bruised
too,
dice
doesn't it?
and a bruised hurt.
The further you go
Okay.
down that, the less dice you get to roll for
hurt
your...
on bruised. and
Yeah,
then-
there's a penalty.
Yeah. Yep, and it's noted there next to it.
Right.
So,
Okay,
like,
well,
if
you
you
help
are
me with
hurt,
that
you're
part.
at -1 to all your rolls. Don't
Hurt
forget.
ninja
Okay.
is -1.
So
Alright,
is it
that
minus
makes
1
sense.
die?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so like I have 5 and
You would
pulled
only
one.
roll 4.
Okay, gotcha. Just making sure.
If you ever take, like, I think it's more health levels in an attack than your rage, I believe it is, or maybe it's your stamina. If you ever take more health levels than your stamina in one single attack, you will get a battle scar. And those can be kind of vicious. We had a character that was neutered. He
Ew.
was not happy.
The
Oh,
jar of
Barker
mayonnaise
was
got
happy.
Caught, and it just
Ripped it right off.
The balloon suddenly. Okay. So you bite into her, probably right into her abdomen, and chomp. You feel something squish, and you know she basically lets out a scream and it gurgles away. But as you do, you're like, ah. And what it was an infectious touch. So while you have those aggravated wounds, just imagine you're running a fever, you don't feel well.
Blisters in your mouth.
Yeah, you probably have that taste of NyQuil all the time.
Okay then.
And it's not even cherry NyQuil.
It's the regular kind. Yeah.
Oh, the nasty licorice.
So basically, once you do that, you are at -1, and until you heal those wounds, you will be at -1 until you get better.
You're gonna feel,
and you just feel crappy and don't want to do anything.
Don't worry,
so.
I got a jar mayonnaise.
Once you bite, you're probably going to kind of disengage from the battle and just kind of sit back. Because you're like, oh my, I don't feel good. So
yeah, sit back and just lick the wounds, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kick your guts out.
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right, so
Did
she
Ben have to roll
obviously does not get to take her turn.
Sorry, Ben.
You get to help me.
What's that?
Sorry, Ben. He didn't get to roll his dice.
What's that? Oh, no. That wasn't for that.
Oh!
No, that was me.
Yeah. So that was 6s, 5s. Kylie,
So
you
you'll have to help me keep track of this.
don't know where he went.
Okay.
You can
So
roll.
I'm not. Okay.
You can roll your perception and primal urge to see if you can sense where he might be.
Let's see. Well, target what?
Target number of 8. That's what I had it for you, right? To sense him? Or was it 9?
It was 9 for me.
9. Target number of 9.
Okay. Well, I got 2 10s and a 1, so 3 success altogether.
Okay. As you kind of like crouch down, you can sense he's still in the area, and just as you glance, you see like Ron is here, right? And when he landed, Nick was over here. You're behind seeing this, okay? So Ron turns, starts to look, and as you sense, Nick is right here. Right behind him, and you almost didn't see him. He blended in with the shadows almost perfectly, but as he looks like he's raising his arms, you see the flashes of his eyes, and you're just like, oh,
Your other left. He's camouflaged.
all right. So you're gonna shout out,
Yeah.
behind you or whatever. Okay.
No.
That was good.
Rhonda, you had 2 successes on your
Yes.
Okay, so Ben, this is where you're coming in again.
Ben!
Roll bad this time, please.
Roll D6s, Ben!
Okay, you got 13 dice.
Roll some D1s.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Grab 8 dice. Okay.
Just for bread.
There you go.
Need some mayonnaise bread?
I need you to roll target number of 6. And let me know how many successes you get.
10s are double, 1's cancel.
Twos are wild
And 3s are...
3s.
Right out.
Right out of it! We get a 4, however.
4 is right out.
Just for
Right.
5.
5 is slightly okay. 6 is spot on!
27 though we don't allow. 26 is allowable though under the code of 37.3b. Where if you are wearing a hat covered in mayonnaise, you are therefore
So-
allowed
10.
4 successes.
4
Four
successes.
successes.
10, 8, 7 is the...
Okay. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, thanks, Ben.
Thanks a lot, Ben.
He's our stunt roller.
He just keeps the DM from getting mobbed at the end of the night. That's what we're going.
Yeah, now, see, I'm not responsible.
One beat for yes.
Give it a second. I'll do it again.
We're gaming by Morse code.
All right, Rombeer, roll your stamina. Target number of 6. Soak
like a
damage.
telegraph.
You need at least 3 successes to
That's it.
negate
Make a new
it.
character.
Okay.
Damn it.
You said 6s?
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
4? Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You feel something hit you in the back, and just as you hear, behind you, you probably do that move, and you feel him, like, lightly scratch your back.
Oh,
There,
so nice.
right where your bra strap was.
And you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, you actually feel really comfortable because he didn't rake you down to the bone with these claws that he has. And you turn, and he's got both claws. They're like these wicked-looking barbed black claws. And he rakes down, and you're like, whoa! Hey, buddy. I see you.
How's it going?
Okay, so that was Nick's turn. The other 3s we can resolve. So, Chiquana, you had a 3, but you were
Umbra.
in the Umbra.
How do we do that again?
It's your Gnosis, and you're going to roll that many dice, and your target number is going to be a 4 because you're in the woods.
Did we get Gnosis back from last time? Back with the humans?
No, not yet. It's only been a couple hours.
Minutes.
Yeah.
I
mean,
mean,
if I had
Oh,
2
with
marks.
the DNA agents? Yeah, that's only been like 5 minutes ago or less.
So if it's 2 marks, I only have 3 dice then, right?
Yeah, if you've taken 2, whatever's left, that's how many dice you get.
So, and it was that in Primal Urge, you said?
Nope, just your Gnosis.
Oh, I thought
Just
that was
my
mine.
Just Gnosis.
Right up your noses.
Okay.
Snap.
Target number?
I'm like, yeah, I'm never
4. So 3 successes.
3 successes? Okay. So you
No,
pop into the Umbra, and as you do, it's like that. Oh, wow, it feels icky here because of the worm.
Yeah.
As you see Nick, it's kind of like he's got this, the way I see worm creatures is they have this,
I'm fine.
they have this kind of sickly green aura in the Umbra, and it's almost like their aura itself squirms. So it's kind of like, it's tough to look at because it's moving, and it shouldn't do that.
Right.
So it kind of, if you stare at
That's
a worm
not
creature
right.
too long in the Umbra, you could get like a headache, that kind of thing. But basically,
Okay.
you see Nick and the one with the tongue still up.
Okay.
The one that is that River killed instantly at the beginning. You see the body, and it's like in the Umbra. The Umbra around that is like corroded a little bit, almost like it's stained the spirit world. And as you look, it looks like where the body is lying is just a heaping pile of like
Twinkies.
maggots.
Maggots.
Ew.
It's
And-
not Twinkies.
But the maggots are like grub worms. They're like big. And they just writhe all over each other. And as you see that, it's like the Umbra itself is kind of corroded in that spot.
You're making me want tacos.
Okay.
So hungry.
She stopped saying that. She's
Well,
making me want tacos.
I agree with Cam.
We need to order tacos.
Where the one with the teeth is,
Yeah.
What?
you see her kind of laying on the ground, and yeah, it's almost like her body is made of teeth.
Yeah.
And it's
Weird.
kind of like with gums, like her body is an entire mass of gum tissue with millions of teeth sticking out at
Alright,
odd
I'm gonna
angles.
be by myself for a while. So.
You got the
Yeah,
jar of
right.
mayonnaise.
You're going to stain the Umbra too, aren't you?
So essentially you see that. Where you see Nick attacking him, he's got that writhing aura, but you notice it's just, he looks much more spindly and shadow-like in the Umbra.
Okay.
The girl with the tongue is obviously Wyrm, and she's got that freaky
Bobbi.
aura.
You wanna?
But basically, the tongue is kind of
It's not taco food.
moving
Yeah.
around.
It's not tacos. I understand, but
But if she had
So,
taco flavored
you also see everybody else as normal. As you look
Well, I
out
have
in the
this.
clearing, You don't really see anything else. And even the dead human bodies, notice when you go to the Umbra, the dead humans are almost like fading away. Like they are becoming one with the Umbra. Their spirits have moved on and been assimilated into the Umbra already.
Except for all the Weaver spirits that we're carrying.
The Weaver spirits are probably just sitting there like, okay, I'm getting bored. Are we doing anything?
Right.
So that's what you see.
Alright.
Also threes. Cam, you get to attack, and River, what are you going to do?
So the one I was going to attack is down.
Yeah.
So I'll turn my attention to the yell of, hey, look, behind you, which I'm assuming means him.
Roll your perception and alertness, target number of 7. And Cam, you can go ahead and roll to attack the girl with the tongue. You were going to try and grab the tongue.
Yes.
Dex involved, but I'm going to make the target number 7, because it's a small kind of moving.
What was the target again?
7.
The guy you're attacking.
And your target number 7 as well.
Okay, so since I'm sick.
0.
Okay.
I can
You don't
skip
see
this
him.
round.
You hear behind you. You see Rhonda, but you're like.
I turn around, look behind me.
Yeah. you don't see anything.
You're injured, but you're not.
Right.
You can still act. You're not.
Yeah, you're just minus go.
Are you clawing?
Be a little slower.
Oh, you're just grabbing.
You're a little slower, a
I have
little.
strong grip.
Is that your? Okay. Well, she basically licked your palm in your hand. What does that taste like? So, you grab it. Are you going to try and pull?
Yeah.
Okay. Strength. And add 1 for your specialty in strong grip. 1 die.
Wrong grip.
So strength.
That's my speciality, strong grip.
Difficulty is going to be...
My Kung Fu action hand. I've actually got steely grip.
I'm going to say
Ooh.
smaller than
Cold.
You're a teenage girl and you're finals, so make it a 5.
I got a jar of mayonnaise with your name on it, buddy. You can take the lid off with those hands. Alright, now you can have it back. Alright.
Every time I open something,
Back in Umbra.
Okay. Well, you did, because she botched. So you grab her tongue and go pull her, and you just rip right out. Oh! Botch on her stamina check. So you like rip.
hit her with it.
Hit you with the web.
You
It's
shoot.
all web.
You've stuck her speechless. Thank you, Brad. You got her tongue tied.
Oh!
Quick, hand it to Boo Boo. What's the matter? Kid, got your tongue?
The DM's throwing out the puns tonight. Yeah.
And I'm done.
So you hit her with it to give her a good tongue lash.
Oh! I'll keep my tongue behind my teeth.
No.
Okay, so you grab it. It's basically like moving in your hand. But,
I'm going to keep that for later.
so that goes to
fire with tiny whiteys.
Rhonda.
All right.
So he's right there.
Yeah.
You turn around. What are you going to do?
Well, actually, since I wasn't really attacking with, I was just trying to find him. But if he's right there,
he's pretty much right behind you.
foot sweep, sweep the leg.
Gotcha.
Foot,
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
sit foot.
What? Sit foot? What up?
Sit foot.
Yeah.
It's called the pudding move.
So
No, I will teach you the way how to put it.
and it's 6.
Yeah, target number 6.
Okay. Well, here's 10. 7.
It's like, I ripped someone's tongue out of their head. I'm having a cigarette.
Yeah, you earned 1 on that.
5 successes on that.
Okay.
Now let's see what I can. My sickly ass can do here in a minute. Oh.
Okay. He did not dodge it, so go ahead and roll. Is there damage involved in that? Or?
Well, basically, roll for damage, and if any damage causes him to get knocked down.
Got it.
So.
Target number 6.
10, 8, 8, 6, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, he's
7
down.
successes.
So you basically, he drops right onto the ground, back up.
So
You see an indentation in the mud.
Yeah.
There he is! Swish!
That goes to Winnebago.
Which one was I in it?
Well, the one
that was going to bite, but she's dead.
Okay. Can I shift it to somebody else?
Yep.
Okay. Which one?
Well, there's a girl with her
tongue just ripped out.
tongue just ripped out, probably like, oh.
Okay. We'll
And
shoot
then
it.
there's Nick on the ground. But
We'll shoot now. We'll shoot at the girl.
okay. Shoot the girl.
Yeah.
Did he become visible when he landed on the ground?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did he become visible when he landed on the ground?
To him, if anybody wants, at the beginning of the next round, you can roll perception and alertness, target number 7, to see him.
Where's the other girl at? The dark hair girl.
She just got killed by.
Oh, so is there 2 of them down there?
Yep. There's
Yeah.
just the one left.
Yeah. Fufu killed that one.
Yep. To bit her in half.
Yeah, pretty much.
And she got this
Yeah, just
aftertaste.
kind of.
Yeah.
She's like a diet drink.
Left the nasty taste behind.
diet worm.
Told you not to eat those.
Ooh, yeah.
What's
It's
the
a sugar-free worm.
Probably.
You wish you never had one.
It put her down.
5. Okay.
It's so good, you wish you never had one.
I'm definitely on a diet.
It was just a tab in her life.
Oh, man.
8? Okay. So you
Soda
got-
bad.
Go ahead and roll damage. And yeah,
How
8
can you cola
successes.
yourself a
Yeah.
person with that kind of comment?
I had to
Really
pop
good
out with it.
success. So that's like a headshot.
Yeah. Let's see. What's the difficulty?
6.
100.
Just one.
This one. Oh wow, she soaked it. Basically, you take your stance, pow, and you see her kind of and you just see her head twitch. And she doesn't even see the face.
I just lost my tongue. It's
Yeah.
like,
Come on, give me a break.
I
Thank
help you. Don't want to right now.
No, not right now. I'm good. But in a bit.
So that would
You know, I
be
had it.
next round.
next round.
So it's an alertness.
Target number 4.
So normally you would do 4.
But I
Since
did
you're at
3.
-1, 3 dice.
You should turn it what?
Target number what?
4. So always 4 for initiative.
2.
Double.
Well,
Two
2
double.
successes.
I didn't go bust, but I didn't. I got 0.
Alright.
Target number
I'll be
4?
back.
Yes.
8, 9, 10, 10. So 2, 4, 6.
2,
4,
4,
6.
6, 7.
4, 5, 9, 10, so that's 5.
8. 2 10s and 3.
Okay. Which one did everybody get?
I had 6.
6,
Boo Boo has 2.
2, 5, 8,
7.
7. Jack has 3. Has 3. Has 4. He went bust. Cam, don't know. So we'll continue on because Cam's probably gonna back off, and that girl's just gonna face off against her. So unless you guys want to attack the girl, I'm gonna let them do their thing. All right. So beginning of the round, most of you see Ron Beer kind of swinging at stuff, like sweeping the leg, but you're not sure what he's doing. So everybody who has not seen Nick, so you saw him. You're good. You're gonna roll perception and alertness. If you're using scent, you can use perception and primal urge, if that's better, to see Nick.
Difficulty?
I see him in the Umbra, so I know.
Difficulty is going to be 9.
Nope. Boo
2
Boo botched.
successes.
Buku Bosh,
2 successes.
2 successes.
Jack can't see shit.
Yeah. He has like 8 dice, and he's like, did I fart?
He starts smelling other people's butts.
Yeah.
Was that you?
Yeah.
No, that's not you.
So Jack is probably actually more concerned about Pam, so he's probably just going to watch and make sure she takes care of this girl. Step in if it has to. So, did you have any?
8.
I mean, to sense Nick?
Well, I'm in the Umbra, so when I come out...
when you come out, you'll have to spot.
You want me to roll that now? Because I'm about to.
Yeah, you better. And you got 2, River, right?
Yes.
And Buku went bust?
So what's an alert? Right?
Yep, target number of 9. Or perception on alertness.
Perception.
Okay. Or perception and primal urge, whichever is better.
Oh, okay. What's the target number?
9.
So we got 3.
Okay, so you'll be able to pick him out, but it's actually hard to see him anyway. But you can see him, and it's almost like he was there the whole time, but it was kind of like the Predator
Right.
kind of thing. So,
Good dog, if it bleeds, we can kill that.
all right.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
So who had the lowest again?
Right.
Brad was a botch.
Well,
No,
he
he
went
didn't botch.
So, no,
Okay.
he did botch.
Oh, we did botch.
Yeah,
No,
so he can't do anything. Jack has 3, but he's kind of waiting to see what's going on over here. So what do you guys have?
7.
I had 6.
6, 5, 7, 8. Okay, and Buku had 2,
5,
right?
6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate?
Who do we in
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see what she's gonna do. So right now she's probably like, oh, I feel horrible.
Yeah.
So 5s.
Guarding the girls, check to make sure, well, seeing if there's any other teen stuff going to be showing up on our end of the clearing.
Okay. You can roll. You have sense Wyrm by chance?
No.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll your perception and alertness, or I'm sorry, perception and primal urge. Target number of, I'd say target number of 5.
4, 9, 9, 10. So that's 4 successes.
You don't sense anything else other than this, and that worm smell, that nasty smell is weakening. You don't sense anything else in the area. And you look behind, and those 2 are pretty much just kind of standing there calmly watching, like observing. You see even Natalie has probably put her pistol away. But, you know, they seem to be like, what is that? You know, but they're more intent on seeing what's going on.
Yeah, the popcorn machine's going, so we're waiting.
Yeah, yeah. They're like,
As pissed off and agitated as I am, I just kind of quirk an eyebrow and quizzically at the fact that they're so calm about this.
Let's just think, let's go down to the lobby.
Let's go down to the lobby. Yeah.
Let's go down.
You turn around and the nasty
Popcorn.
nachos and the big foot long hot dog that's got like grease all over it.
Twinkies and some pus.
Can I get more pus on this?
I need more pus on my Twinkie, please.
Okay, so 6s?
7
6.
Yeah, 6.
and 8.
What are you gonna do?
Actually, try for a joint lock.
Okay. 7?
7.
Okay.
So I see he's on the ground, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stomp on his head.
Okay, well he's a little ways up,
Oh.
so you'll have to get up there. But I mean, you can get up there.
Take a step.
Well, he probably
He'll
has
probably
one
get to do what
step.
he's
And,
going to do before you can
That's fine.
get to him.
Okay.
Actually, he'll go before him. Because he's got higher niche.
True, but he's got to get there. If you
I
think
have to
about
take
it,
a step
he takes
forward.
a step forward and leans down. He's already on the guy.
Right.
I'm just going to agree with that completely.
So your character takes an aggravated wound. What do you do
Well,
now? No,
I-
I'm picturing in my head that you.
I
have
know,
to
no,
get
it makes
there,
total sense, yeah.
And yeah, you've already
If
got
he's
him.
on him, yeah,
Yeah.
wouldn't matter initially. It's, you know.
So, but if you step and he's in the way, that's not hurt. So what do you do?
I'm going to leap up in the air and come out of the Umbra with my glaive in hand and trying to hit him.
I'm gonna say, if you come out in a Sailor Moon outfit, All right. So you're actually gonna.
My bicycle is like a wand.
So you're actually gonna jump up in the air in the Umbra and then exit the Umbra as you come down on the guy.
Yeah.
That's for the
That's not
bomb.
intimidating at all.
No.
Jack is actually like, ah,
There we go.
how you doing? Yeah.
So he's like on his back as you're like coming down. Like what?
All right.
And next thing, that's when we.
And then what were you gonna do?
And what were you gonna do? You need to roll. What's another one?
Oh.
Were you gonna do anything?
Well,
or
don't
you-
think that I could. I wasn't the way that I could.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's still 2 people.
But
to
You
fight.
just
only
don't
minus
feel
one.
well. You'll be at a
Right.
minus, but you can still act.
Yeah.
You can still
just
do
be a little slower.
Just
at it.
imagine you just stubbed your toe. Imagine that. You can still run around. You can shoot a gun off, but you're just.
Okay.
Ow, my
Just
toe.
imagine trying to do stuff with a cold. Right.
Ah, okay.
That thing hurts a little bit.
Seven?
It's terrible.
Okay,
You got a little.
who's in front of me nearest
Well,
me?
the
Tentacle in
nearest
the
one
mouth.
to you is probably Cam and the girl that she
But
let the tongue out of.
sorry.
And it looks like Cam is going to do something, but you also see Ron Beer not far from you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll your perception and alertness or primal urge.
Okay, so perception is 4.
What would you use?
Primal urge is a
Would you
1.
want higher?
So you can roll
Okay.
4 dice.
4. All right, give me 2 white and 2 blue.
Good catch.
9. 4, 1, 6.
No
You said what? The target?
Perception on whatever, target number of 9. to
9.
see-
Oh,
All right, so 0.
Okay. So Ron Beer's over there, and it looks like River's moving over toward him. Looks like Ron Beer's on the ground with something, but you don't see anything, and River's kind of like moving that way, looming over. You don't see anything with their, you don't know what they're doing. So there is the girl with the tongue, without a tongue. So, and it looks like Cam's going to claw at her.
Gotcha.
Probably going to slash at her real quick, but you can always attack too if you want.
I'm gonna try and slash at her and see what happens.
Okay. All right. So you had a 7, so you know what that is. So okay, we're gonna resolve that a little different just because of the way things are positioned. So I'm gonna have you resolve your joint lock first
Okay.
because you're right on top of the dude. I know you had higher inish, but it's all essentially what's gonna happen with you 3 is almost simultaneous.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
And 6, right?
Yes. I'm assuming he's joint locked.
Uh,
How many joints?
He took a hold of his joints.
well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 successes.
Dang!
Okay, you grab his pinky toe and he just he locks up.
So he's holding still for you to smash his head.
Thank you.
Actually, you have the higher initiative than him, and you are dropping from the Umbra. So you basically grab his leg.
He
and-
just...
Ow! Looks up and
It's Bane and Wolves!
Hallelujah!
and you see Chiquana in Krynos form with that big bone glaive just appear in the sky. That's pretty epic. And yeah, Jack is probably like, "That's my boy, yay! Good,
Finally.
good pup."
Well, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh yeah, we still got to roll.
All right, now how?
Melee,
Oh god.
yeah, it'll
With
be
a stab rod.
Dexterity
Dex
and brawl.
melee.
Here we
Or
go.
melee.
And your Krynos one.
4, 6.
And your target number is going to be 5 because he has him in a joint lock, so he can't even move.
I got 2.
Okay. Ooh, oh, okay.
Well, I hit. So
Yeah,
now
you
I-
hit.
Okay. So now strength plus the.
Yep.
which form you're
Oh,
in?
yeah.
I know.
So that's 4.
Actually, let's let Ben determine Nick's fate here. Ben, would you roll 4 dice, and your target number is going to be 6 to see how much damage you can soak from Chiquana's blade.
So it's strength plus 3, so 3 more dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, plus 4 dice. That's 7.
Roommate.
7. So I'll do these 7 first, and then another 3. What was the target? I'm sorry.
6.
6.
Ah.
Three successes.
Okay.
Hey, I think that's my die.
I think it's terrible. Give it.
So 3 successes, so we'll wait to see what Ben has for the soak roll.
Rolled a 10.
2.
2 successes. Okay, so he takes 1 point of damage from your bone blade. You're going to stomp on his head.
Yep.
Okay. Again.
And Ben's comment was, he beat me.
Yeah. All right, so Rob, you're going to roll basically your strength in Krynos form.
5, 6.
Ben, I'd like you to make another soak roll. Same thing. 4 dice, target
It's
number
just strength?
6.
Or strength and brawling?
Strength, you get 5.
Well, you don't even
10
have to roll
dice.
to hit him.
Wow. 10 dice.
So this is just your damage.
What's my
6.
so that eliminates that one. 1, 2, 3. 3 successes, that's it.
Yeah, pretty good.
Out of 10 dice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I used up all the successes on the joint lock.
Right?
Yeah,
So,
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's the mayonnaise.
What was the difficulty again? Sorry?
Huh?
Difficulty was 6?
6.
3
Damage
successes.
and soak rolls are always 6. Initiative is always 4.
Come on.
I'm not sure if he caught that.
Oh.
So I'm only showing one viewer right now, so I don't know if that's...
Okay. Go ahead, DM. Go ahead, DM.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll it. You did 3 successes. Only took 1 point of damage from that. Oh, did he have it?
He said he sneezed.
Gesundheit.
Off the
Yes,
internet.
Gesundheit.
We'll catch you next time, buddy. Don't worry.
No, if you already got the roll, we'll use it. But...
No, he said he sneezed and missed hearing.
Oh,
that
okay. Okay, got it. So he only took 1 point of damage from that, too.
Stomp his head again.
So you basically stomp. Okay, and then we will resolve you with the tongue drill.
Tongueless.
No tongue.
No problem.
So you're gonna claw.
Yeah.
Dex and roll. Target number of 6.
Funny thing is, with the camera set up down there, it's got a view up the stairs.
Oh, shit. Is there any way next week we can push it further? Yeah, well, next week we'll probably be back down here because we'll switch the other sides. So
7.
more than likely.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll your damage, which is strength plus 2 for claws.
Guess it depends on who's DMing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
6.
chat scroll wasn't scrolling on Facebook.
Same amount. I was
I just saw
actually
it flip
watching.
up there and I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm watching both streams literally.
I got the Facebook one, so I have to watch that one.
All that marking off?
No, I was counting on Jack. Okay, she's down to crippled, but she's still up. Poo-poo.
You gonna finish her off?
Next.
I'm gonna finish her off.
Go for it.
Alright,
What do you
so
recommend?
probably claw. You still got that taste in your mouth. You probably don't want to fight her.
Yeah,
Just
no.
in case
I
she's
didn't
the
taste
same
too
way.
good the first time.
So 6 for dexterity and 1 for brawl. So 6 dice.
Teamwork.
Okay, that one's out.
It should be what for 6?
Yeah.
All right. So you have a 7 and 1 success
1 success.
to hit.
Okay, you hit. Go ahead and roll.
All right. So now your strength, which is 3, but
Minus
1.
Would also require
2, 8.
1 success on her damage roll.
Okay, 1 success. Oh, she managed to soak that. So basically, you claw and just barely nick her. She's like, ah! She looks like she's trying to get away. All right, and I believe that was everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
So next round.
It should just be 3 dice because it's normally 4 for you. And its target number is 4.
Okay, that's one.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 this time. Yes.
I said 1, right?
Yeah.
So I only
it
had
cancels
1. Oh, well,
So-
none.
0.
Okay. So, let's see. Do that again. Okay, so that's like 5. Between 2 and 5. All right. So 3s.
It's lovely down there.
Well, actually, 2s.
What the heck again?
No. Nick.
No.
Nick
Nick?
got a 3 this time.
Oh.
He's not very quick, but boy, he doesn't stop. Nick basically starts saying stuff in a language you don't know.
Oh crap!
He's like
Shut him
cursing Nick.
Oh, man.
He's
Slap
like,
his head again.
you don't know what he's doing, but he's like trying to gnash his teeth and just saying this like he's almost.
Rip his tongue out.
That's what guidance counselors always say.
Now.
He's telling you to just go to gym class.
Just go to gym.
It's a credit. Okay, so basically he's doing that. 3s. Jack is basically going to get her, Cam.
And
You got a
Cam.
3?
Yeah, who's up? I mean,
The girl is still up.
one of the girls is still
Yeah, the
up.
one that Cam is. And
Is
Hooper
Cam
is.
fighting her though? or-
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I'm gonna just start moving forward. Do I see the Nick guy?
You can go ahead and roll your perception and alertness.
Well, he
Time or-
is speaking now
And
too.
now he's
So
speaking.
Well, yeah, he is speaking.
He's talking in tongues.
No.
So
What did I do? Throw it at him?
make your target number an 8. Yeah,
Actually, Cam is talking with tongues.
huh?
She's talking with tongues.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
2.
Okay. A voice over there, and as you look, you can kind of see it's weird, like teeth. Like you just see the teeth as he's moving his mouth, and as you kind of get a little closer, you can start making him out.
Okay.
And like I say, he's got that flat black skin it almost blends in with the shadow in the grass, and you're like, oh,
And
wow.
where's that at?
He's basically laying on his back on the ground. It looks like Ronbeer has him in a joint lock on his leg in Krynos form. Chiquana had just come down, and you see a gash, like right on his temple, from his bone clave that he's kind of pulling up out of the dirt. And you actually saw River step on him
stomp on his head.
And just kind of walk on past and turn around like, hey, that didn't work. And it looks like he's going, I'll try it again. So, but you can move up and you see they've got him down.
Full
but he's
sumo mode.
doing that.
Start moving over towards them. Then.
Okay. Cam, what do you do?
Oh, what's wrong? Making me mad.
And if I can, I leave opportunity open. If something happens,
Yeah.
Put a card up your sleeve.
yeah.
I'm just gonna swipe at her again.
I'm gonna put my phone up my sleeve.
Phone up your sleeve. Makes it dead, lands on World of Darkness.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
Who had a 3 over there? Okay. Kylie, what do you do? Same thing?
Guarding
Okay. All right. So you're going to...
agitatedly.
Okay. 4s. So that's Shaquana.
Yeah, I'll try and hit him again.
Okay. All right. And then for 5s.
Can I maintain the joint lock and kick him?
Yeah. I'd allow that.
Okay.
Kind of like in the scissor leg. You get them in the scissor lock and you just...
Yeah.
Okay. That was 5s.
5s.
6 or 7?
8.
8. So we jump up to 8. Okay. You're going to try and stomp on his
I'm
head
just
again?
going to sumo his ass. You know,
Okay.
spin back around and do the hard stomp.
Okay. All right.
I can see that slow turn.
Suddenly became a Deadpool speed. All right. So you're like, slowly I turn. Step by. Okay. So go ahead and roll. He's got him in a joint lock still, so I'm not even going to make you roll to hit. Roll your strength. But because you are stomping, actually, roll your rage. Target number 4. I'm going to do this a little different. Let me know how many successes you get off of your rage.
Target number 4.
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6.
That's cool because you're not going to frenzy. It wasn't a frenzy check.
Right.
You are just pissed.
Yeah.
So add the number of successes you got off your rage roll
Yeah.
to your damage.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So that's another 6 points because it's like you're not frenzying, but you're just like, oh, I'm gonna finish it. So
You got 10 dice.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No,
He makes
I got
it
6
past
successes.
this.
what is your rage rating?
My rage rating is 5.
What is your willpower?
My willpower is 6.
So you can rage anyway. Okay, well that's good. But you're really, 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 really angry at this
When you
point.
piss off a werebear.
Ooh, I'm so mad. I'm so
Difficulty
mad.
again was
I'm
what?
on.
6. I'm waiting for 2 successes.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
9 successes.
Yes.
Soak that, bitch.
11 successes. Son of a...
I'm the sponge of damage.
He soaked 6 of them.
Wow.
So 9.
Yeah.
So
It's like this. There's this indentation in the mud. Oh, there he is.
So
Who died?
imagine that. It's like you stomp down as he's chanting, and he just starts chanting more and more loud. And when you hit, you can feel like the indentation of his face on the bottom part of your paw,
Right.
and you feel him, like his mouth still moving as you're pushing him into the mud. And you're like, you lift up, and he's basically his nose is shattered, his cheekbone is busted, obviously, a couple of his teeth are missing, and he's still with that wild look in his eyes. And you're just
I'm
like,
creeped out. Okay.
so that didn't stop him.
I think I'm going to pee on him now.
That's like a cartoon effect
Yeah.
at that point.
All right, so that was yours.
Yep. 8.
5, you were next. So
Yeah, I was going to kick him.
Okay, go ahead.
Roll to hit,
Uh,
since...
you will have to roll the hit.
Okay.
Since you're kind of got him locked, you have
Yeah.
to maneuver yourself. So
Okay.
Dex and Brawl, I'm going to make the target
And so
number...
the top
Just-
half of them went
Just
into
continue the
ground.
hold and break off whatever the fuck you're holding on to, really.
But don't look at it. You,
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
You don't want to know what you're holding.
Target number of 7.
Push through the hole.
It like breaks off.
Oh crap, let's make it another one.
You break off his like, Namyo Rengekyo, Nam. Starts doing the Pee-wee Herman chant.
Yeah.
Namyo Rengekyo.
I don't know.
Yeah, was it Zombie?
Zombie.
Oh, zombie.
You said 7.
Make it like a high, make a honey ho. Make it like a high, make a honey ho.
Said 7 for
7
the.
is the target number.
All right, so I have 4 successes.
Okay, so you managed to kick him, so go ahead and make a strength check.
And his
Yeah, plus
strength
1.
is +1. Yeah. Or kick is +1. Oh, man. Oh, okay. 2 10s. So 4.
Okay. Well,
I'm sitting here 5, 5, 5, 3, 2, 2, 2. 10, 10. Okay.
Very good.
you kick him, and he kind of stops chanting for a second, and then he starts chanting again, but it sounds like he's doing it in pain. Yeah. When you kicked him, you felt something snap in his leg,
Mm-hmm.
and it was not good. It was like a thorough snap. So,
Ooh, like a deep thump
yeah,
snap.
not like,
Like-
I just cracked his femur. It's like I think I just broke it in half.
It's in 13 pieces now.
Yeah.
So what would it be my difficulty to come up and like stick the glaive in his mouth?
No difficulty because he's joint locked, so he can't dodge it.
Yeah.
Can't
Because I'll just grab his head if I can't. You know.
To reach down into this pit, grab his head.
At the rate he's going, you could just wait for him to go. You're like, okay, hold that.
Mm-hmm.
Hold his gun. You can't do anything about it.
No more cussing.
Go ahead and roll your strength plus
Okay.
whatever your glaive is.
He really hates cussing.
Yeah. Language.
Language!
Thanks,
It's
Captain
himself.
Chihuahua.
What was it again? 6?
Yeah.
2. 5.
You basically reach down like, stop. And the glaive goes into his mouth, and you hear it snap through his vertebrae,
Oh!
and he stops.
I go
And
like-
you see his eyes kind of instantly glaze over, and all of a sudden, he looks like Nick, but with all that ritual scarring on him. Like he's not the black form.
Yeah.
It looks like the human version of Nick, but he has all that ritual scarring still on him.
I just remember like that. You will not speak such filth in this forest.
Language!
I'm gonna wash your mouth out with a glaive.
So you basically jab into him, and he stops. And it's weird because as soon as his eyes glaze over and you see him, like everybody was like, it's hard to see him. Immediately, it's like, oh,
There's Nick.
Nick.
Yeah.
As soon as you do, you notice birds start chirping, and you can
Crickets
hear
and...
things. Yeah.
He did have target opportunity.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
that.
right. That's right.
Wow, get the hell up, Snow White!
Pigeon. But yeah, as soon as he died, you never noticed it, but all the sounds in the forest had stopped. And once he dies, they all kind of like start chirping and nighttime sounds of the forest, and you're like, oh. Even the wind picks up. So
And I'm gonna
it's
take
just
the
kinda-
glaive and basically move it to push through so that I basically
Cuts the top of his head off.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can do that. Okay. Yeah, it severs the top of his head.
How do you fix...
Jack's like, oh thanks, I got a cereal bowl.
How do you fix worm taint in an area?
go to the Umbra and
Would I have a
pray
knowledge
with
of
the
that?
spirits. That's about it. Pray to the wild to heal the
Spirit
land.
speech, I have that. So.
Yeah, you can have the spirits clean it up, basically. As long as you don't let it fester, that's the main thing.
I will look at him and say,
Cleaning up the bodies, burning the bodies in the physical realm, and then going to the Umbra and asking the spirits to help cleanse the area. So that's what you do.
Guess what, Brambeer? We need another fireball.
Hear that?
we have work to do.
That sounds
Form of
Wonder Twin powers activate!
Form of Homan.
Home of Twinkie!
We will cleanse this forest.
I don't think
Oh,
that's
so
what
it's
cleansing
convenience
is.
store. I think you just increased the one.
Well, it may not be worm taint, but there's taint.
There's
There's
taint.
the taint.
Uh-oh.
But the bad thing is I gotta climb in his Twinkie.
Get on it! Get on it! Get on it!
Feel your foam.
Okay,
It's
and on
Gaia
that
foam.
note,
You're
Guy
fine.
foam.
The
I'm sure
spirits
telling
pretty much
myself
say, well, your taint is bad enough. We're leaving. So,
Old Forest leaves.
We come back out of the shopping mall.
all the trees pull out fedoras from the
No, no,
novel.
no! It's
Grab
a
your
convenience store because you put a Twinkie there and they disappear.
Oh!
Hang up a sign now. Coming soon, Dollar General. So basically, you guys burn up the bodies, destroy them however you can. Those of you who wish can go to the Umbra.
I'll go to the Umbra.
Actually, I'll go ahead and.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh,
There's like a combat going on.
She just kind of like,
We all just walk away from her. Just sitting there. Hey, over here!
Go ahead and roll. Sorry. I forgot. Well, they killed the bad
She's
guy.
trying to sneak off.
sneak, sneak, sneak.
You don't notice me anymore.
He's like, no, bitch.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh,
I got
you
you
got
done.
I was gonna claw at her.
Dex and Brawl.
Dark touch time.
We all clean up and then we take a nap. And
Next morning, they're still there fighting. Hey, we're trying to sleep. You guys trying to wrap this up? Also, there was like a tongue in the face. Oh, God, stop it.
That was terrible.
Roll the same thing again?
Winnebago just be there eating popcorn.
He's still eating there.
That's cool.
This is awesome. Pay-per-view.
This is the best thing ever.
They have like the pre-show.
One.
I'm gonna lick it.
One
I'm gonna lick it
success.
so bad.
I'm gonna buy that
What's
one.
going
You're gonna
on?
dodge, so go ahead and roll your strength.
I got this, guys!
And the sad thing is, she only has one health level left.
Well, we'll do the we'll do the
just put me out of my misery.
Yeah, she's actually like,
Just kill me.
and
Come
Cam's
on.
like, I missed. I'm gonna get you. She's like, here,
Please
here,
just kill me.
here. I'll take your hand.
right here.
Come on,
I'll show you where to
Did you
hit.
say strength?
Strength plus 2 for claws.
Claws, okay.
Don't forget your werewolf form too.
Yeah.
Gets all in.
Well, I know. Seven.
Okay. Can't soak it. So basically, you guys are all over there, surrounded the bad guy. You kill him. The sounds of the forest come back. You cut off the top of his head. We must cleanse this area. And all of a sudden, you hear Cam, die, bitch! And everybody's like,
Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey!
Good
I
job.
got this. Poo-Poo was helping me at one point. Where'd she go?
She's got a bad taste in her
She-
She's
mouth.
been on the forest puking right now.
Yeah.
She's got some like
She's like,
mouthwash. She's like,
Okay, resume.
I'm done.
well, I'll just wash it out
Hey,
with this
you can't rely on
worm-tainted beer.
got like 8 wads of gum in there.
Just wash it down with that worm-tainted beer out of that cooler.
Oh, that makes it work. Oh.
That's Bowman.
So basically, once you guys dispose of the bodies and all that stuff, everything kind of returns to normal. Without going through all the details, long story short, you're going to find that Allison and Natalie are kind of like, okay, so that's what we can do. That's pretty cool. And they start to ask questions. The rest of the evening is going to be kind of educating Natalie along with this. You're going to find out Natalie, her father married a guru. It was her mother, but her mother went missing several years ago. And her father basically was worried about it, but seemed to get over it pretty quick and told Natalie, hopefully don't worry about it, kind of reassured her, but he was always overprotective of Natalie ever since then. Find out he got shot in the line of duty, so she kind of lived with her grandparents for a while when she was in her teens, and that's where she heard the stories of her grandfather, from her grandfather. Kind of piecing it together, her mother was a werewolf, and she got killed in a battle against the Wyrm, and her father kind of raised her, but he was always overprotective because he didn't want her to change and have the same thing happen.
Right.
So he kind of, through emotional conditioning, she repressed the change. He taught her to meditate and stuff like that, kind of calm herself and focus on the job. Well, when he got shot and kind of went to live with her grandparents were, well, kind of half Native American, half Mexican, and they knew the old stories.
Light work.
Yeah.
The light work, yeah.
So her grandfather,
Light work
Manuel Jr. the Third, kind of told her these stories about shapeshifters and stuff like that because he knew that the mother was a werewolf because he himself was kinfolk.
Oh.
But he never really said anything, but when she went missing, he talked to his son and they actually kind of reached out and found other werewolves who told them what happened, but they kept it from Natalie. And the grandfather was like trying to prepare her because now that her father was gone, he was trying to prepare her for if you change. But she was like, okay, grandfather, those are cool stories, but really? Well, she always had the gene and she hasn't changed until now she realizes what she is. And she's so practiced at meditation and focusing on the rational. That's why she never, when this all happened, like Allison was like, instant Krynos form. She's like, got it. This all makes sense. She's like mentally prepared herself for this moment.
So why did the agents not pick her up then?
She hadn't changed it.
Oh, I
They
see.
didn't know.
They didn't know. And they knew because you'll find out Allison had a prior arrest record. And she apparently broke into a zoo because when she was a couple years younger, she got into this whole activist kick with her friends, and they were like, we gotta free the animals, that kind of thing, and they broke into the zoo, and she actually fell asleep, and the security guards caught her while her friends tried to wake her up and take off.
Which one was this?
This was Allison, the younger girl. So she had a prior arrest record, and when she was fingerprinted and all that, the DNA agents were kind of like, you could sense something in the area, and they immediately thought it was her. Young female activist, that's got to be someone on the edge of being a werewolf. The whole time they're standing next to a detective who was a werewolf and didn't know it, so they never picked up on it. So you'll find out that Natalie does have other relatives who she thinks can help because they were very close to her grandfather. She doesn't know if they're kinfolk or not.
Right.
But he seemed to know what the symbol was, so she's going to the Glasswalker tribe, and she offers to take Allison with her. And Allison, the more you talk to her over the night or so, you kind of get the feeling that if she is any tribe, she's probably going to fit in with the Glasswalkers, because she's always been in the city. She's comfortable in the city. She probably doesn't sleep very well when you're out. Like, what was that noise? What was that noise? Chalks it up to, I just became a werewolf. I don't know what the owl means. Is that something important?
Right.
It's more like she's a city kid who's not used to sleeping in the country. Not like this. So Natalie is going to be like, well, I'm transferring out of the department probably anyway after all this. I just need to get out of here before they start asking questions. I'll just tidy up this case, write out my report, and then I'm going to go stay with family. And I'll just transfer to a different precinct, and I'll take Allison with me as my niece or ward or whatever. So she is going to adopt Allison and take her to the Glasswalkers to educate both of them.
Who's doing that? Who's?
Natalie, the detective.
Who's adopting her?
Adopting her.
Adopting
But
Allison.
they going where?
to another city
Okay.
and join a different police precinct where she has relatives who she thinks probably know, like her grandfather, whether they're kinfolk or Guru or not, she doesn't know, but she can find them. So they're going to go to a different city and look for Guru and her Glasswalker tribe to try and learn from them. And she is going to take care of Allison. So now the Lost Cubs have been reunited, and the Lost Cubs are together, and they are going to find their true tribe. So you have actually done what you were sent here to do by Guy.
So Castle Rock, Maine, then?
Yeah, okay, you're headed to Maine.
Delaware. Going to Delaware.
You'll never find. So, after that, the next morning probably comes. Natalie and Allison are like, look, I got my car over here because I drove out here. I parked it a mile down the road. She's going to take Allison with her and get this thing
We'll
going.
walk them to the car just for safety's sake.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Don't want you to
All
get...
of us just surround him and
Yeah,
walk 10
pretty
feet
much,
over to the
yeah.
car. Yeah.
It's probably funny if you say, well, we'll walk you for safety's sake. Natalie's like, I have a gun, and I think I'm a werewolf. If they try to mug me, boy, are they in for a surprise. But she gladly accepts it. So you guys escort them to her car, and she's like, okay, well, thank you. We're going to go start our next journey together. And she also says that she's going to... Natalie is going to help Allison get things squared away with her aunt and that kind of thing.
Big hugs all around.
Yeah, basically. They hug you, thank you so much for helping
River
us.
hugs them, and then starts hugging everybody else, and then hugs
Then I
himself.
tell her too, it's better to close your door in your own terms before leaving without it. So it's good that she's going to finish with her aunt.
It's also helpful to have your leg inside your car when you close the door.
Bye!
I'll heal that. It's not aggravating.
Just like something.
What?
Your name?
Then I also, when I get a chance, I'll
Your
probably look at the
character's
agent's
name, the book?
devices. And the Umbra in there too,
But
kind of get an idea.
If you guys examine those,
I still got one. I
Okay.
kept one.
and if you go to the Umbra and talk to these Weaver
Yeah.
spirits, basically DNA has been... Think of it as the Weaver spirits kind of control regular devices, but they have been tweaking their devices with codes from supernatural means. So they're like detecting gnosis,
Oh, okay.
and that's why the Weavers have kind of mutated, because they're not set up for standard Weaver stuff. It's not just a calculator or a laser gun.
Right.
It's something that's meant to detect supernatural things, so it actually affected the Weaver spirits and made them different. That's why
Weavers.
Yeah, Super Weavers. Super Weaver serum. So you
So
got,
we effectively have some equipment now.
if you want to use it, but you'll notice that it's kind of like, you don't want to.
It's like silver, you know.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's got some silver. Like a lot of the guns had silver. The tranquilizer darts were silver tipped.
So all that gets thrown in the fire of the verbalizer burning.
Yeah. And you probably guess, and you can look at the Weaver spirits, they're probably tied. You can see little invisible strands of web that lead all off. Like, these things probably have trackers on them. So if you were to take it and use it, you'd just be like, let's go get our stuff back.
Right.
It's right there in Delaware.
Throw in the fire too and just get rid of it all.
Does that include the radio gear then too? Or?
Yeah, these radios, well, the radio gear, no, because they're just regular walkie-talkies. But any of the, like, the night vision stuff, that is all probably taken. The radio gear is just regular walkie-talkies, so you can take those. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Normal stuff. A holster, you could take that. But whatever gun
Just
is in
pants.
So now you have walkie-talkies?
Now we have
Yeah,
weapons.
I'll grab a couple
One.
extra then.
So essentially, you guys reunited the Lost Cubs and set them on the right path to find out where they need to be and who they need to learn from. So you guys are kind of like, oh, let's move on. And
Do we still feel the pull to go east?
not really. There is kind of, we're headed that direction. Let's keep going that way. And he did say Castle Rock, Maine, so it's like, well, that's east.
Let's go.
Better than any other plane you have. You don't feel like you're...
You're all like, oh great.
It's
they're
not
coming
like
with
guy
me.
is like, program that GPS. You gotta go south now.
I'll probably be go into the Umbra once when we're in there, and I'll probably just use my totem, summon my totem and focus, and use the pipe and
Okay.
yeah.
He's in there getting stoned.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and see where it points us. So.
Okay. Well, we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Well, that was the first little story arc for Werewolf. I hope you guys liked it.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Dale.
Dale.
Thanks, Dale.
Thank you. Yay, thank you.
Experience.
Don't forget, folks,
Yes.
every Tuesday we're on Twitch and YouTube, or Facebook, excuse me. We are doing a giveaway. Don't forget, Steve's Dice. You can win them if we get 250 followers on TikTok or 250 subscribers on Facebook. Either one. Steve holds his dice every night. So.
And don't forget to vote for what we're playing next week.
And
You
once
guys can
again,
do what
that,
you want.
the voting list. You have to get your votes in before Sunday night of this
So
coming
we can
Sunday.
write the module.
Yeah, actually, that would help. Actually, if we can.
And then Monday, there'll be a post on TikTok of the top 2 to the left to vote on. So you have to vote on this first, then go to TikTok Sunday night, Monday morning-ish, and vote on which of the 2 you want us to play. So again, that list is, and I will post this list on other media so you can vote.
Do you want to let them know?
My Pathfinder
Yeah.
game.
Who's DMing?
That would be mine. Deadlands Noir, ran by Dale. Deadlands Classic would be ran by Dale also.
I have one.
Warhammer Fantasy would be ran by Mike.
Right.
Roy.
Um,
Why don't you get a right out of that?
Warhammer
Run,
Fantasy. Mike also has a Deadlands campaign that he can run. And Ghostbusters Incorporated, if you've ever seen that, that would be ran by Dale also.
Now we can do that time Brad's gone.
Yeah.
So
Straight Ghostbusters or the crossover?
Straight Ghostbusters.
Straight
I didn't
Ghostbusters.
have time to come up with a franchise crossover this
And I would
time.
have them vote.
But we will
for
do
them
that
because if you're going to do 2 polls, I don't know if they get it voted again by Monday night. You think?
probably. It's not a poll, we're just voting. The poll will be on TikTok for the top 2 voted on. And those, you go to TikTok. If you don't have a TikTok, make a freaking account. It's fun. Go look at it. And find the Rock and Tour Society. It's on our link tree on all of our social media. So go to our link tree. You can find all kinds of good stuff, including our brand new Amazon wish list. So check it out. And
If I can
by the
figure
way-
out how to make a TikTok account, so can you.
But Ben had commented that the unicorn mask on the wish list was just priceless.
yeah. There's fun stuff on there. There's masks and costuming stuff
I'm
and
afraid to even look.
foam
I-
things to throw at each other. And
You'll have to
put
show
mayonnaise
this to
on
me
it.
when we get
Yeah.
home.
I don't know. I haven't.
I'm so sad that though.
Ben
I
saw it.
found an assorted case
Oh.
of Balls energy
I
drink, so
see.
that's on there, you know, so we can all just guzzle
We
balls.
want to
on
drink
there.
balls.
So we're gonna thank you all for coming, and we're gonna leave the cameras running for a minute while we get it set up and tore down. So see you all next Tuesday.
Do you want to do experience points?
Yes,
now?
please.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And where do those go?
Okay, there is a section, blah, 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 blah. If you have the
Not the
4
blah,
page,
blah, blah
it's on the
section.
3rd page. Down in the lower right-hand corner, there should be a box that says experience.
Don't have a 3rd page.
He's
And
got
you
the
can
old
mark it
sheet.
somewhere.
I'll let you deal with that.
It's right on the back of the first.
Okay. So, everybody gets a point for participating. Thank you for playing.
Yay! Thank you.
It's the home game, too. Everybody, I'm going to give a point for acting.
Who was that?
Nobody. That's why you all get a point. 1 point for playing out your concepts, because you guys did play what your character is pretty much based on. I'm going to give you a point for heroism, because you actually did save the Lost Cubs and protected them from several threats, especially Allison. So I will give you a point for heroism. I'm going to give you a point for succeeding in saving both Lost Cubs, because there was a chance you might not ever met Natalie.
True.
So 1 point for...
Allison, 1 point for...
No, just 1 point for saving both Lost Cubs.
The bonus round.
I'll give you a point for danger,
Danger, danger.
because you actually did face not only the DNA agents, but the Wyrm,
Yeah, we did.
Lamori, and you survived.
And they were strangers, so.
Yeah.
Stranger danger.
You are a stranger.
And we went through every can of mayonnaise I had.
All right, now here's the
I don't
weird...
think we get any points for
Here's
that.
the one. Wisdom is the player The players exhibited great wits or resourcefulness or came up with an idea that enabled the pack to succeed. This one was pretty straightforward. Just protect them. So there wasn't anything like, hey, let's do this and go through the Umbra and save the world kind of thing. So I'm not going to give you a point. But, learning curve. Character learned something from his experience during the chapter. Ask the player to describe what they learned before you award the point. So let's go around the table. Winnebago, what did you learn other than P.T. Barnum is not present?
Haha, that's
How many of you I was going to say?
It's an absurd.
I don't want to join
Yeah.
the circus.
I learned these guys are weird.
Actually, give me a point.
Okay, I'll go with
I'll
that.
give you a
then.
point for that because you actually stuck with them after you met them, and you're like, "This is interesting."
No, but yeah, the different tribes
Yeah,
are all fucking weird.
that makes sense. I'll take that.
They're not big brother, little brother, or middle brother. You know. Well, you know, because
Yeah.
that's what we are between me and him.
Yeah,
We're the ones who are associated together, whereas everybody else is European ancestry and everything.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
Or Asian.
Yeah.
I'm a bear.
I'm a fucking bear.
Well, the vampires were part of this.
This whole story, yeah, the vampires and stuff were all part of this too. So
Yeah.
if you learned something from that,
Actually, biggest thing he learned would have been what he learned from He Who Sees the Ways, as far as the prophecy, the fact that the changing breeds can work together and even work together with vampires. It's like, that's interesting.
kind of eye-opening.
Yeah.
Boo-Poo, what'd you learn from your experiences with this story? What did Boo-Poo learn?
Not to bite nasty-looking creatures. It didn't taste very good.
That's just common sense. That's like don't drink Diet Pop.
Don't drink lighter fluid.
Yeah, don't drink.
Don't
lighter
drink
fluid.
diet lighter fluid.
Kick them next time, not bite them.
Stop putting,
Picky, no biting.
stop putting things in my mouth.
Careful what you bite.
You never know where it's been.
That's just kind of a safety tip. Though.
Just the tip.
Was there anything you learned about the other races?
Just to watch them.
You know what? I am going to award you a point because of your curiosity. Because that's exactly what you did. You joined to watch everybody to see what they were going to do. I'll give you a point for that.
Okay.
Your learning curve was curiosity is not always a bad thing. You can watch it.
Yeah. Don't bite.
and yeah, don't bite squishy things that smell bad.
Unless it's naming.
Dennis, what'd you learn?
Learned about the Umbra. Having an experience in it for the very first
That's
time.
true. You've never been in the
Oh,
Umbra.
I thought he said the Cumbra.
That's on mayonnaise.
That was with Chiquana.
I will give you.
You have earned your own whitey tighty.
Meow.
Chiquana, what'd you learn this time?
Well, I learned how not to scare people.
You already knew how not to scare people.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did it anyway.
But that and then of the lost cubs in the dealing of like what to do with them, sort of.
Yeah, because they're treasured and need to be found and things like that. Yeah, I'll give you that. River, what'd you learn?
River learned that the worm taint is greater than he thought it was in certain things because he was in nature so long. He also didn't realize vampires existed. So he learned
That's
about
good.
vampires.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's kind of a big awakening for River because he's been in the woods the whole time. So
Good. Experience in the world a little more. Cam, what'd you learn?
That.
She's tongue-tied.
Yeah.
And tongue lashed.
I would say that Cam learned that she's good with children.
That's true.
oh,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll give you that.
and eats bear claws.
Yeah. And it has an oral fixation.
Has an oral fixation,
Tongues and
teeth, and
Well, at least it's not Twinkies.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
she may
You're
yet
good
find
with
herself to be a cunning linguist.
the pun master strikes again.
That was a good one.
Jack learned he needs to keep control of his rage. He needs to
Jack learned how to carry a
he
car.
needs to not be so happy.
Jack learned not to be happy.
Yeah, he needs to control his rage a lot more.
I I'm not. I'm a little more forgiving than some other werewolves are.
That's
so,
true.
yeah,
That's
you-
true. All right.
So that would be a total of 7?
Yes.
Yeah. Should be a total of 7.
Okay.
It's how does stuff cost? I can't remember.
Okay. Here's how
Is
this
it the
goes.
same as it is when you bought it?
No.
No.
Okay, so raising an attribute, which is your like strength,
Top one.
dexterity, stamina. Yeah, I guess it's listed there. Raising an attribute is your current rating times 4.
Damn.
Okay,
The current rating or the rating
Current
you're going
rating.
to?
current rating times 4. For an ability, it
Hold
is your current
Hold on.
rating times 2.
Okay.
For a new ability, it is 3 points to get 1 dot in. To learn a gift, it is whatever the level the gift is times 3.
Gift level times 3. Okay.
If you're learning a gift from someone else, something that you don't usually have access to, it's the level of the gift times 5. So if it's
When
not,
it's not listed under your
right,
three
so
major
if you're home in and you're trying to learn a lupus gift, that's more expensive. Because you have them.
Did you have hands?
You said a new ability was 2 points?
New ability is 3 points.
3.
That's just to put a dot in something.
And what would you say after the attribute was the second thing?
Abilities.
Ability is your current rating times 2. Okay. If you want to buy a rage point, it's your current rating in rage. If you want to buy a gnosis point, it's your current rating times 2. And if you want to buy a willpower point, it's your current rating. So like Jack has willpower of 5. If he wants another dot, he has to spend 5 points. If he wants another dot in gnosis, he's going to have to spend 6 points. Okay? And that's what you can raise. So you can spend your points, or you can save them up, or whatever you want.
Got one question for you. What version are we using? Are we using?
Second edition.
We're using second edition.
Second edition.
Abilities.
Got a
current
question.
times 4.
Because one of my gifts is different
Mm,
from second
No.
edition, from first edition to
Current
second.
abilities is times 2.
Smell of
Yeah,
man.
ability is times
Yeah.
2.
No,
I like the
attribute
first
is-
edition more.
Attribute is
So
times
that
4.
allows it's
4.
For 4.
wild animals will scare you, or you know, be scared of you more.
Right.
But domesticated animals will be more friendly towards you because they sense the man in you. But
Right.
in the second edition, they took that out.
I would say it's still viable. I think
Just
it's
don't,
fine.
I can use the first edition.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
That they would actually, the domesticated
Because that's the
animals
part that I
would-
wanted.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Okay. I noticed that today when I was looking through some stuff.
So yeah, we'll do that. All right.
All right,
Anything you wanted to
I got 2 dots added to alertness
Sounds good.
because it's like, I need to be paying a little more attention to what's going on around me.
Yeah. It's like Jack, he has 3 points in wits and 1 in alertness. So it's like, what? Huh? That way. Oh, got it. He's not real good.
How much are rights?
Rights I'll have to look into because it didn't really say.
And
So
there's minor rights too.
yeah, there's minor rights. So I'll look into how to get those. I think you actually have to just go burn it.
Oh,
Yeah, role
I don't
play.
think there's points. You just role play it out. That you learn.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And there will be an opportunity for that coming up.
So again, keep an eye on our YouTube. We'll be posting the full games on our YouTube channel. And on TikTok, we'll be posting highlights of those games. So funniest, scariest, craziest moments, most naked moments, things like that.
Most mayonnaise.
Most mayonnaise.
And clips on Twitch.
And clips on Twitch as well. So thanks for joining us, guys and gals. Next week, we got to go. Don't forget to go vote. Vote on the games. What do you want us to play next? Because we just ended our werewolf campaign.
Sooner the better.
And
so
we
I
can never
actually write
decide.
'em.
Yeah.
Vote.
We can never decide. That's why we did this last time. What do we want to play? Oh,
We're getting tired of having ritual combat in order to figure out what we're playing next. So.
Trial by combat.
Trial by combat.
But by the way, speaking of YouTube, one of the chapters for
See you
last
later,
week's
Facebook.
session,
Bye.
the chapter is titled "All 6 of My Nipples Are Tingling."
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. We're gonna have to watch that tomorrow.
Wow.
Just got to hit
perfect.
end. There you go.
Okay, I don't think I've seen this little edit.
Oh, it's.
No.
I keep saying it.
That's what she actually said that last
I
week.
know, but I'm just saying with your edit that you've done, I haven't seen.
Oh, the edit was just putting the chapter title on it.
That's awesome.
Oh, here, do you want to put these in there or in the...
Well,
I
hope you guys
actually I
enjoyed
usually just drop
Werewolf.
them in this.
Yeah, thank you.
I have
So,
pencils
thank you
down
very
here in this.
I love-
Thank you to Dennis for hosting. Thank you for running it.
So the
It was
intro
like
thing
slipping
I
into an
did,
old pair of shoes
you just need that in Dropbox, or how would I?
So thank you guys for letting me do that.
Never really got to play too much. I don't remember. Great Paul. Or
I think
Son
you
of
only
Great
played a
Paul.
couple. I had like one big
Did you
solo
like it?
thing with
What'd you think
when
of
we were
it?
Traveling with a camper.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
The
Well, I played twice because I had
It's actually
Great
my-
Paul, and then I had
not
Son of
quite
Great
what I was thinking about.
Well, that'd be like
Yeah, well, that one I just put
Yeah.
together.
I
I
like
was
it.
thinking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
I like
pulling the
He's
paper.
good for this.
Well,
work,
like you
too,
said,
'cause he's kinda like
having the
curmudgeon
die
that keeps him in
roll
place.
and then the
You might
action
actually
with
have
it
known Allison, or
to
at least heard of her,
make it
because he
tie it
helped
together.
handle
Mhm.
this.
Oh, really?
He
Because
was-
that's
So-
the only
That's
stuff
cool.
stock I had was
Yeah.
the
To hack
performing, so I
buildings.
feel like I put that.
Yeah.
he
But what
would
I was
sell them.
thinking of making an actual
The information,
intro,
everything.
title intro,
He kinda did it for fun.
where we have a
Right.
series of all the
That might
different
be- yeah,
games.
Right.
somebody actually
That's what I was
established
thinking too.
that
Yeah.
during
Yeah,
this.
he
Doing
probably
that.
wouldn't have said much.
Yeah.
I mean, did you like
Yeah,
the
you
title
probably
block?
knows that
Was that
incident.
all right? Did you like
Like-
that?
Good going. Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Well, I don't know if he'd do that.
Oh,
Well, no,
But
speaking
at least it'd
of
be
artistic
like, oh, I hope
choices,
I didn't someone
Yeah.
had information.
Um,
She got arrested.
is TikTok have any kind of like
That's cool.
medieval Ren Fair type music that we could use
They
instead
probably
of the,
do. I haven't had a chance to really sit and look through the catalog since we're now a business.
Yeah.
Setup, we have a very limited
YouTube,
music choice, but I will
YouTube
look
has
and
its freebies you can use, which
Right.
is
Yeah.
what I use on mine.
Right.
No, but
And then
I was just noticing the last couple of posts that you'd put up for, we're having the session on this night, whatever. It was the music that you used was a very little off-putting on it.
I think they change it sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I try to put like heavy metal music when we're doing the werewolf stuff. 'Cause that's, sometimes they switch it to hip hop or something. And I'm like,
It was kind of
It's
hip hop.
You're a hip-hop group?
Yeah.
I mean, do you want me to make a little thing like that and then submit it, or what?
Huh?
You want me to make that and put it in the Dropbox? I mean, what
Yeah, that's fine. Or, well, it depends what we're going to use. How do we want to use this? Is really the question. Do we want to tack it onto a video, or just want to have it on like?
Well,
Because here's the thing. Well, we got those playlists on YouTube.
Yes.
Can we arrange it to where that's the first video in the playlist that plays, like an intro, or?
Well, actually, what I was planning on was for the title sequence is having that sequence at the beginning of each video
Okay.
to where it's like just the title sequence of a TV show, where it's
Yeah.
the
Right.
same.
Perfect.
Just
That's what everybody
Drop
a lot of
that in
people do.
there.
They have a sequence,
Right.
just an opener.
Right.
That's why I made that little
yeah.
one. I'm like, well, here's a little something. I'm going to
Yeah.
do something.
We can do one for each different game.
See, later
Yes,
on, you
that's
can
what
also
I'm-
organize your playlist